Making a phone call. Dialogue 1.
Hello?
Jane, this is Dad.
Oh, hi, Dad. What are you doing?
I just thought I'd call to see how you're doing.
I'm doing okay, but I can't talk long right now.
I'm sorry. Is this not a good time?
I'm just about to go out with some friends to dinner.
It's good to hear you're making friends.
I know. I'm really happy here.
When is it a good time to call back?
Just call me about this time tomorrow. I should be here.
Okay, I'll do that. Have fun tonight.
I will. It was good to hear from you.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow. I love you.
Love you too, Dad. Bye.
Bye. Dialogue 2. Thank you for calling Joe's Pizza. How may I help you?
Yes, can I place an order for delivery?
Yes, you may. Go right ahead.
I'd like 2 medium pizzas, both with olives and ham.
Is that all?
I'd also like a 2-liter bottle of Coke.
Would you like any breadsticks?
Sure, that'll be fine.
Your total comes to $17.80. Can I have your address?
1480 Poplar Drive. How long will it take?
It should be there within 45 minutes.
Thanks.
Thank you for calling Joe's. Good night. Dialogue 3.
Hello?
Yes, is that Ivy? This is Professor Smith.
Oh, hi, Professor. This is a surprise.
I just called to see if you wanted to come over for dinner this Saturday night.
Really? I'd love to. What's the reason?
I'm just having a few students over for dinner, since it's the end of the year.
What a great idea. It's just to celebrate the end of the school year?
Yes, I do this every year for some of my students.
Great. Should I bring anything?
No, just bring yourself.
Okay, what time should I be there?
Come here around 7 o'clock. Do you know how to get here?
I think so. It's just north of the school, right?
Yes, that's right. I'll see you then. Dialogue 4. Hello?
Yes, are you the guy selling his car?
Yeah, I am. My name's Edmund.
My name's Alfred. I saw your advertisement in the paper.
Oh, right. So you want to buy the car?
Well, I'd like to take a look at it. It's a 1978 Corvette, right?
That's right. It's in good shape. I just put new brakes on it.
How much are you asking for it?
I was looking for $18,000, but we can talk about that.
Okay. Do you mind if I come over and take a look?
Sure, no problem. What time is good for you?
Tomorrow evening. Is that good for you?
I should be back from work by 6. Do you know where King Street is?
Yeah, it's right behind the stadium.
That's right. Just go to the end of the street. Last house on your left.
Great. I'll see you then.
Dialogue 5.
This is 911 emergency. How may I help you?
Yeah, there's been a car accident just outside my house.
Can you tell me where you are located?
I live at 1411 Tree Avenue. A car just turned over.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, this car comes around the turn too fast, doesn't stop in time, hits a street sign, and then flips over.
Are there any other cars involved?
No, just this one.
Has anyone come out of the car?
No, no one's come out. I can't see inside the car. Should I go check?
No, stay where you are. Help will be there shortly. Can I have your name?
Yeah, it's Ben Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. Just wait until an officer arrives.
Making appointments. Dialogue 1. Can I help you?
Yes, is this Dr. Fred's office?
It is. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, I need to make an appointment.
Well, let me see when the doctor is available.
This is just a routine checkup. It's not urgent.
How about sometime next week?
That should be fine.
I've got an opening on Wednesday and Thursday, both in the afternoon.
Thursday should be good.
Okay, I'll set it up.
I have one more question.
Yes?
Do I need to bring any medical records?
That might be helpful.
All right. I'll be here next week.
Dialogue 2.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I wanted to get a quick trim.
I'm sorry, we're full today. Would you like to come back another time?
That would be nice.
I recommend that you make an appointment.
What days do you have available?
Would you like to come in tomorrow?
Yes, I would like that very much.
We have 2 times open, 2:30 and 4:30 in the afternoon.
I'd prefer the 4:30 time.
Okay, I'll write that down here. Try to come a little early.
Is there anything else I need to know?
Yes, here is your appointment card. Bring that with you when you come in.
Great. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
See you then. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Dialogue 3.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
Yes, I just need a tune-up on my car and maybe a new battery.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 1998 Volkswagen Jetta.
How long have you had a battery in it?
I've had the current battery for about 3 years.
Yes, it's time to get a new battery.
All right then, can I get that done here?
Yes, but we're full today. You'll have to come back another time.
Okay, can I make an appointment for tomorrow?
Sure, what time do you want to come in?
Any time in the afternoon would be fine.
How about 3 o'clock?
That would be great. I'll see you then. Dialogue 4.
Hello, Mr. Taylor. Can I ask you a favor?
Sure, Ken. What do you need?
I had some questions about our class. There are some things that I'm having trouble with.
Like what, for example?
It's kind of complicated. I wanted to set up a time to meet with you.
I see. When would you like to meet?
Any afternoon this week.
I'm teaching most afternoons. How about Friday?
Friday afternoon is good for me.
Well then, shall we meet at 4 o'clock?
Yes, that sounds good. Where shall we meet?
Just in the Student Center.
Okay, I'll see you then.
I'll see you then, Ken. Dialogue 5.
Hello, is this Dr. Cooper's office?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you?
My dog needs some shots.
We can do that here. What kind of dog do you have?
He's a German Shepherd. He's about a year old.
What day would you like to come in?
Sometime early next week would be best for me.
How about next Tuesday morning?
That would be fine.
I'll just need some information. Fill out this form, please.
Do you have a pen?
There's one on the desk. Have you been here before?
No, a friend recommended this place to me.
In that case, you may want to sign up for our new customer plan.
Yes, I see that on the form here. I think I will sign up for that plan.
Just let me know when you're finished. Talking about daily activities. Dialogue 1.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the store. I need to buy some new razor blades.
At this hour? It's almost midnight.
I know, but I have a job interview tomorrow. I'm out of sharp razors.
I guess you don't want to make a bad impression with a bad shave.
Exactly. To be honest, I hate shaving every day.
I can't sympathize. I don't have to shave every day.
Some guys don't. They're lucky. I have to, or I start to look like a bear.
Maybe you should let yourself look like a bear.
Very funny. What kind of job or girlfriend would I get then?
That's true. But then you wouldn't have to shave every day.
Some things are worth the trouble.
As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Anyway, you'd better go before the store closes.
Right. I'll be back in a little bit. Dialogue 2. Look at the time. It's 5 minutes past 9.
I guess I'm late for work again.
I hate to ask, but why are you late so often?
If you must know, it's because I usually take too long eating breakfast.
Really? I almost never eat breakfast, especially during the week.
I don't see how you do that. I have to eat breakfast every day.
Why? Is it a habit for you?
No, if I don't eat breakfast, then I don't have enough energy during the day.
I guess I'm lucky that I don't have that problem.
Yes, you do. Do you notice how tired you get later in the morning?
That's when I drink coffee to wake me up.
That works, but it's artificial. You're not really getting any real energy.
Maybe, but I'm not late for work either.
Work is not the most important part of life.
It is for me. Let's just say that breakfast is a daily habit for you, and coffee is a daily habit for me.
Breakfast is not a habit. It's a healthy way to live.
I'd love to talk about this more, but I've got to get back to work. We can talk more over coffee later. Dialogue 3. Did you check your email today?
No, I didn't have time. Why?
Our friend Steve just got a new job in Chicago.
That's great. By the way, do you check your email every day?
Every morning and night. It's a habit. I like to stay informed.
What are you afraid of missing? I doubt your life is that exciting.
Very funny. If I'm already on the internet, why not take an extra minute to look for new email?
I don't, because half of my email is just advertisements. It's garbage.
Mine too, but I still like to know what's going on.
Well, then I can count on you to tell me what's happening with our friends.
Don't worry, I won't let you down on that job.
I know. That's what I think is so funny.
Dialogue 4. I thought I saw you out running this morning.
You probably did. I was out jogging.
That's good. Do you go every morning?
I try to, unless the weather's bad or I'm not feeling well.
Really? I never feel well, if that means jogging at sunrise.
Does that mean you don't enjoy running?
It certainly does, especially so early.
I understand that. It's hard to get out of bed in the morning a lot of times.
Then why do you do it?
It's become a habit. I don't feel awake in the morning unless I go running first.
I guess I could see how that might be true, but I'd rather get a bit more sleep.
I have to get up out of bed and start to get dressed before I can think about it.
The alarm goes off and you get up immediately.
Yes, immediately. Otherwise, I'll realize how tired I feel and just fall back asleep.
What about when it's cold in the morning?
Like any other activity, I just wear warmer clothes.
I guess that makes sense.
Maybe you should come with me sometime.
Maybe not. You have fun. I'll sleep late. Dialogue 5.
What are you doing now?
I'm going home to water my plants.
Do you have to do that every day?
Of course. Don't you need water every day?
I hadn't thought of it like that. Do you have to do anything else to take care of them?
Not really. I just have to give them plenty of sunlight and some plant food.
That's not too much work, but isn't it hard to do it every day?
Sometimes it's not convenient, but it's easier than taking care of a child.
What does that have to do with the subject?
One day, I want a child. If I can't take care of a plant, how can I take care of a child?
So the plant is just practice for raising a child?
No, not really. It's just something I tell myself in order to be responsible.
Oh, I see. Well, I'd better not keep you from your plants.
You can come with me and see what I have to do.
Okay, this could be fun. Maybe I'll learn something too.
Maybe so. Let's go. Talking about past activities. Dialogue 1. It's really cold out today.
I know. It kind of reminds me of that trip we took with Mom and Dad to Canada.
You mean the one we took when we were very young?
Yes, you may have been too young to remember.
No, I remember the trip. I don't remember how cold it was, though.
That's because Mom had you wrapped up very warm. It was cold, though.
I guess so. I wonder why she didn't keep you as warm. Maybe she didn't love you as much.
You're not funny. Anyway, I wanted to play in the snow.
We don't have much snow here in Florida.
That's why a day so unusually cold like this reminds me of that trip.
Where exactly did we go in Canada?
We went to Toronto and Newfoundland. We stayed in a cabin out there.
That's right. I remember the cabin.
It was very nice. Maybe I should take my family on a vacation like that.
Your kids might enjoy it.
Yes, they would. They haven't seen snow yet.
Let me know what you plan to do.
I will. I certainly will.
Dialogue 2.
That was a good basketball game today.
Yeah, it was. I actually felt young again.
It was probably one of my best games since high school.
Yeah, it seemed like everything just worked right today.
Do you remember that game we played against Lincoln High School?
Do you mean the one in our senior year? How could I possibly forget? That was our best game ever.
I wish I was that good now at basketball.
Me too. But I guess that's a part of getting older.
What's a part of getting older?
Accepting that you're not young anymore.
Maybe so. But that game we played today for our company made me feel young enough.
You're right. Remember what we used to do after a game back then?
Yes, I do. We'd steal beers from your dad's refrigerator and drink them.
Well, we're too old to steal. Let's go get some beers, though.
Good idea. You lead the way.
Dialogue 3. Do you want to go to the beach with me next weekend?
Sure. Are you driving?
Is that a problem? I'm a good driver.
I hope you're better than you were in college.
What are you talking about? College was 10 years ago.
You don't remember when you borrowed your dad's car on Christmas?
That's right. I almost forgot. I drove it into a mailbox.
I don't know how you forgot. Your dad was so upset.
I know. That was the last time I ever drove his car.
Remember, he thought you had been drinking?
Yes. He couldn't believe that I was sober and driving that bad.
Why did you hit that mailbox anyway?
I just wasn't paying attention. I'd only been driving for a few months.
I hope you're a better driver now if you're driving to the beach.
Of course I'm better now. After that accident, I had to get better.
Okay, I trust you to drive next weekend.
Good, but I didn't say that I wanted to drive.
Don't look at me. You're the good driver now, remember?
Dialogue 4.
This is a pretty nice restaurant you've found.
I know. It's one of the best Italian restaurants in the city.
That reminds me of this kid I knew in elementary school.
How? I have to hear this story.
There was one kid who could eat spaghetti noodles through his nose.
That's disgusting. How did he do that?
I guess it's easy. He'd just inhale a long noodle through his nose and then down into his throat.
That's really disgusting. I'm surprised he didn't get sick.
Sometimes he did have trouble with that trick.
What happened?
He'd sneeze and the noodle would fly back onto the plate.
That story almost ruined my dinner. Why did you tell me that?
You asked me to tell you.
Remind me next time not to ask to hear one of your stories before I eat.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, let's eat. I'm starving.
I am too, although I'm not as hungry as I was a few seconds earlier.
By the way, that kid was myself.
I should have known. You're very talented. Just don't do that at dinner tonight.
I promise not to.
Dialogue 5. Hey, we need to take another trip like we did in college.
Which one? The trip to Europe?
Yes, of course. That was a good time.
That's not practical. We have families and jobs now. We can't just go away whenever we want.
Maybe not, but it's still fun to think about. Remember when you had to sell some of your clothes in Germany because you ran out of money?
I didn't run out of money. My wallet was stolen.
That's right, on the bus in Berlin.
Yes, and then later I found that extra money in the bottom of my suitcase.
It was nice of your father to pack that in there for you.
I think it was just his way of showing how much smarter he is than me.
He's probably right.
Yes, he probably is right.
Anyway, maybe we could plan a trip to Europe again. Take the wives and kids with us.
Do you really think so? It would be a lot of work.
Yes, but it would be worth it. I guess you'd have to stay away from the girls this time, though.
Yes, I definitely would. I'll talk to my wife about a trip and see what she thinks.
I'll do the same. This could be a lot of fun. Talking about future activities. Dialogue 1. I think we're going to save some extra money this year.
Is that because of the tax cuts?
That's right. Do you think we should spend that money or keep saving it?
I think we should take a nice vacation.
Really? We just went to see your parents for Thanksgiving.
You know what I mean. I think we should take a real vacation, not just going to see relatives.
Where would you like to go?
A friend of mine at work just got back from the Bahamas. We could go there.
That would be nice. Do you think the kids would be happy there?
I'm sure they would. We could find out more, though.
Would you mind going somewhere with more wilderness areas?
Like what, for example?
I've always wanted to go to Alaska. Maybe do some fishing and hiking.
I could do that, but I'd prefer to lie on the beach and get some sun.
Well, we've got plenty of time to plan.
Even the planning will be fun. I can't wait to get started.
Dialogue 2.
What language class did you sign up for?
What? What do you mean?
Our school requires everyone to study a language.
Oh, right. I signed up for Spanish.
You want to take Spanish this year? Why?
It's becoming a very common language in this country. It just makes sense to understand Spanish.
That's true, but it's kind of boring.
I'm a business major. I don't care about languages. What language are you going to study?
Me? I'm going to study Japanese.
Wow, that's difficult.
I know, but I figured it would be interesting.
It sure will be, but don't complain to me when it gets difficult.
Then don't complain to me when Spanish gets boring.
It will be boring, but I don't care.
Well, I'm looking forward to studying Japanese.
Keep me updated about how it's going. Dialogue 3. What are you doing later this week?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
Maybe we could go to the art museum for our class project.
What class project?
You don't remember? The professor in our art history class said we have to each make a trip to the art museum and write about it.
Oh, yes. I completely forgot. What day do you want to go?
I was thinking about Friday afternoon, after class.
That sounds good to me. What do you want to write about?
I heard that the museum has some pieces by Rodin. I was going to write on that.
Who is Rodin?
He's a famous French sculptor. He did the statue called The Thinker.
I've seen that one. That would be interesting to write about.
That statue isn't there, but there are others.
We'll have to go see them. At least that gets this requirement done and out of the way.
I agree. I hate waiting until the last moment. Dialogue 4.
It's hard to believe we're going to graduate in 2 months.
I know. Time has passed by so fast.
Are you still planning to go to medical school?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. What about you?
I'm going to take a year to go work in Chicago, then try to decide.
That sounds like a good idea. What kind of job in Chicago are you going to do?
I'm not sure. I just like Chicago. What kind of doctor do you want to be?
I was thinking about working with children's problems.
That sounds like a good profession.
Maybe, but I don't know if I can handle it. I'll have to find out.
Why do you say that?
It bothers me more when a child is hurt rather than an adult. It's hard to deal with a hurt child.
I hadn't thought of that. That could be really stressful. At least you'll be doing something good, though.
That's what I say to myself. I have to get through medical school first.
That won't be easy. Good luck, though.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck to you too, Mark. Dialogue 5. Where are you going?
I'm going to the swimming pool to swim.
Do you like swimming? It seems that you go often.
Yes, I do. I'm training for a triathlon.
What's that?
It's a race, but with running, swimming, and bicycling.
Wow, that sounds tough.
It will be. That's why I have to train so often.
When is the race?
It's going to be in 4 months. It's in San Diego.
Are you nervous?
Not yet. It's too far away right now to be nervous.
Well, I hope you keep working hard.
Thanks. I will. So I'd better get to the pool now.
Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Talking about studies. Dialogue 1.
How's your biology class going?
It's interesting, but there's so much work.
That's what I was told. I'm glad I picked chemistry class this semester.
It's not that simple. Biology may be difficult, but it's more interesting than chemistry.
There are many interesting things in life, but you wouldn't know because you spend all your time studying for class.
That's okay with me. Next week we're going to be studying jellyfish. What are you studying?
I don't even know. I think acid and base chemical reactions.
It's just my opinion, but I think that's pretty boring.
Do you think jellyfish are less boring?
Definitely. There are some near Australia that are larger than a person.
So what? Many things are larger than people.
They poison other fish and digest them while the fish are alive.
Okay, I admit that is pretty interesting.
Anyway, I have to get back to studying.
Wow, you're really involved in this class.
Yeah, I am. See you later. Dialogue 2. I'm so tired right now.
You look tired. Did you get any sleep last night?
Very little. Maybe 4 hours at the most.
Why? Were you out at a party on a school night?
I wish. In fact, I was up most of the night studying for the French test on Friday.
Today's only Tuesday.
Yes, but I haven't been keeping up in French class. I'm trying to cram a lot of knowledge into my brain at the last minute.
I guess you should have been studying more regularly all through the semester.
That's easy to say now. Anyway, I'm exhausted.
I'm pretty good at French. Do you need any help?
I might, although it might be late for that.
Well, you're pretty good at math, right?
It's the only subject I'm not worried about right now.
Good. I have a paper to write for my math class.
Do you need some help with it?
Yes. If you help me with math, I'll help you with French.
It's a deal. We can both benefit from this.
How about you go home and take a nap, then meet me at the library after dinner to study?
Okay, I'll see you then. Dialogue 3. What's in the bag?
These are 2 books I had to buy for my European history class.
Are they interesting? Can I have a look?
Sure. They're about French peasants in the 16th century.
Wow, I guess that's not very interesting.
It might be. I hope so, at least. This class requires us to do a lot of reading.
I've noticed that you're always getting new books.
Yes, and this is the reason why.
Who's the professor for that class?
It's Professor Carmichael.
Oh, I've heard about him.
Really? What have you heard?
Just that he's really tough, and he assigns a lot of reading. I guess it's true.
It is true, but so far I can handle it.
Well, I hope you can keep up with the work.
I should be able to keep up. I have to run to class now. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, see you later. Dialogue 4.
Where were you today?
What do you mean?
You weren't in class. Where were you?
I overslept. I was too tired. So what?
How can you not care? You've missed 4 classes this month.
I've missed 4 chemistry classes.
What does that have to do with anything?
Chemistry is so boring. It's hard to go to class when I have no incentive.
If you miss too many more, you'll fail the class. How is that for an incentive?
It should be a pretty good incentive. I guess I need to make sure I go to class.
Today was very important. He told us what to review for next week's class.
Did you take notes?
Yes, I did. Do you need to borrow them?
It would be great if I could have a look.
Okay, but you have to promise me not to miss any more class this semester.
I promise. I have to go from now on. Dialogue 5. Hey Liz, are you busy?
Not really. I was just going to do the laundry.
I wanted to ask you what you're writing about for your history paper.
I was thinking about writing on the English Industrial Revolution.
Really? Why that?
It's the beginning of the industrial modern world. I wanted to have a better understanding of that.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm worried because I have no topic ideas.
We have almost 2 months. Why are you worried now?
I would just feel better if I had something to focus on.
Well, what are you interested in writing about?
That's the problem. I'm not really interested in this at all.
Then pick something that you could be interested in if you tried.
I guess that's what I'll have to do.
Let me know how that goes. I've got to run. I'll talk to you later.
Talking about families and relatives. Dialogue 1.
What are you doing this afternoon?
I'm going to buy a gift for my dad. It's his birthday next week.
Oh, that's nice. What are you getting him?
I'm not sure. He likes fishing, so I was going to a sports store.
You're just going to look around today?
That might give me some ideas. If I see something good, I'll buy it.
Your dad doesn't seem like the kind of guy who likes to fish.
Really? Why do you say that?
I don't know. He's a lawyer. It doesn't fit the image.
Oh, I know what you mean. To tell the truth, he doesn't fit the image.
Then how did he come to like fishing?
His father, who was certainly not a lawyer, taught him to fish.
What was his father?
I'm not sure. I don't think he ever had a real job.
And his son became a lawyer. That sounds pretty interesting.
It is. I've got to get to the store. I'll give you a call when I get back.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you then.
Dialogue 2.
I can't believe my parents did this.
What did they do this time?
They haven't called for Christmas.
I'm sure that they have a good reason.
Like what?
Maybe they're busy. It's hard to say for sure.
They're not busy. They're just mad at me.
Why would they be mad at you?
We had an argument during Thanksgiving.
Lots of families argue. It doesn't make any sense for them to still be mad at you.
You don't know my parents.
If what you say is true, it makes your parents seem a little immature.
They can be. Both of them have a lot of pride. They don't like to admit when they're wrong.
Now I can see where you got your personality.
What are you saying?
It's just funny how much your parents sound like you.
They do not sound like me. I'm my own person.
Of course, but you had to come from somewhere, and I can clearly see where you came from. Dialogue 3. Your brother is pretty impressive. He has really made a good life for himself.
He certainly has, but he's had to change a lot over the years.
Do you mean that he wasn't always so responsible?
When he was a little boy, he was a real troublemaker.
Oh, really? That's hard to see now.
You notice that he seems responsible, but did you notice how much energy he has?
Yes, he is really devoted to his work. He's full of good ideas.
When he was young and undisciplined, all that energy was used for causing trouble.
I could see that. He's a pretty intense guy.
Have I told you about the time he almost burned down the house when he was 5 years old?
I don't think I've heard that story.
You should ask my mother. She tells the story better.
She is pretty good at telling stories. She has some good ones about you.
What has she told you about me?
You'll have to ask her. She tells the stories better. Dialogue 4. This is a nice place. How do you afford it?
I can't afford it. That's my roommate's job.
Does your roommate earn a lot of money?
No, but her family's pretty generous.
Your roommate still relies on her parents for money?
No, it's nothing like that. Her parents bought this house.
So you live here for free?
No, Carol, that's my roommate, and I pay rent to her parents.
I guess they don't charge as much as the house is really worth.
No, they're very generous. I think they spoil her.
Does she seem spoiled?
She's a nice girl, but she can always depend on her parents to help her out when she needs it.
Her parents sound like nice people.
They are nice, but they need to let their daughter grow up.
When you have kids, will you let them grow up?
Of course. I think it's important for children to learn how to be independent. They won't always have their parents around to help them.
Dialogue 5. Your sister seems pretty interesting.
I have to agree with you. She's been like that as long as I can remember.
It seems that she likes to be an attention getter.
She's a natural entertainer. Do you know what she does for a job?
I can't imagine. It must not be a job in an office.
That's for sure. She's a comedian.
Do you mean she gets up on stage and tells jokes?
Exactly. She's getting to be pretty well known. She's going to be on television next month.
I'm going to have to watch that. Does she have any future goals?
Yeah, she wants to get into comedy movies. That's the best way to make money for her.
I think she can do it. She just needs to meet the right people.
I agree. After her TV appearance, it will be easier for her to meet people who can get her a job in the movies.
Let me know how that turns out. I'd like to say I know a famous movie star. Identifying people and objects. Dialogue 1. Hey, that's a nice car.
Where?
There. It's parked across the street next to the post office.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
It's a real beauty. It must be an antique.
It has to be. What is it? A Chevrolet?
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure what year, though.
I'm pretty certain it's a 1968 or 69.
What makes you say that?
I think my uncle may have had a car like that.
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely a great car. Dialogue 2. Are you having a good time at the zoo?
Yeah, Dad. What is that animal? Is it a tiger?
It's like a tiger. It's a leopard.
It looks scary with those big teeth. Why does it have spots?
Those spots help it hide in the jungle.
What is that, Dad?
That's a monkey. The sign says that this is a spider monkey.
It's funny looking.
They're similar to people in some ways.
I wish I could climb like a monkey.
Sometimes I think you can.
What is that in the water, Dad?
That is a crocodile.
It looks scarier than the leopard. Does it eat people?
Yes, it does. In Africa, it eats many people.
Wow, really? I don't want it to eat me.
Then don't go in near it. Just look at it. Isn't it amazing?
It's like a dinosaur. I like the zoo, Dad.
I'm glad you do. I like the zoo, too. Dialogue 3.
I'm glad you came with me to meet my family.
It's no problem, but I can't remember all these names.
I don't expect you to. Just remember the important names.
I'll try. Who's that man?
The one with the beard?
Yes, that one.
That is my Uncle Sam.
I met him earlier. He's a nice guy. Who's the woman with the black dress?
That is my cousin Amy. Isn't she good looking?
Yes, she is. She's got a loud laugh. Who's that man with the glasses?
That is another cousin. His name is Edgar.
He seems kind of strange.
He is strange. He's a writer.
It helps to be strange if you're a writer.
It probably does. I hope you're not bored here around my family.
Not at all. Your family is very interesting. Dialogue 4. Thank you for coming, Mrs. Powell.
It's my pleasure. I hope I can help with your investigation.
I have some pictures that I want to show you.
Do you think one of these men in the pictures was the one who robbed me?
I was hoping you could tell me that.
Okay, let me have a look.
Here you go. These are pictures of robbers.
None of these men look familiar to me.
Just take your time. There are a lot of photographs.
Wait, I know this face. This is the man.
Are you sure? This one right here?
I'm positive. Do you see his large eyes? I remember those eyes very clearly.
Does he still look like this?
His face looked a little thinner, but it's the same man.
This is very good. Hopefully we can find this man soon.
I'm glad I could help.
Dialogue 5.
I really like the atmosphere of this place.
It's very authentic Korean.
Oh, look, our food is here.
This stuff looks pretty good. It smells good, too.
I have no idea what this food is. I'm glad you ordered for me.
Do you recognize this?
It looks like meat, that's all I can say.
It's barbecue beef. The Koreans really like barbecue.
What is this stuff?
That's a kind of bean. I can't remember the Korean name for it.
This all looks very good. We need something to drink, though.
They have excellent Japanese beer here.
I've had Japanese beer. Let's get a pitcher.
That will go well with the barbecue.
I'll get our waitress's attention.
Describing people and objects. Dialogue 1.
What are you doing right now?
I'm waiting to meet with my biology professor to discuss my last test.
Did you do poorly on it?
No, I did fine. I just had some questions.
Who is your professor anyway?
Mr. Smalls.
I don't think I know him.
You might not. This is his first year teaching here.
What does he look like?
He's kind of tall and thin. He has a long nose. He looks kind of English.
Does he have a red beard?
No, you're thinking of one of the math professors. I can't remember his name.
I'm not sure I know him then.
He always wears funny ties.
Oh, I do know him. He does look English. What kind of teacher is he?
He's pretty good, and he did meet with me on short notice.
He sounds like a good guy. I think I see him coming over here. I'll talk to you later.
See you later, Eric. Dialogue 2. Hey, Annie, have you seen my hat around here?
I've seen lots of hats.
That doesn't help me. I want my hat.
Well, what does it look like?
It's just a dark blue wool cap.
Does it have a red stripe around it?
Yeah, it does. Have you seen it?
I think it's in the kitchen.
Great. It's cold today, and I really need my hat.
Why are you always losing things?
I don't know. I'm a busy person. I get distracted.
That sounds like an excuse to me.
Maybe it is, but I don't have to explain myself to you.
Fine, but don't expect me to always find your things for you.
I'm sorry. You're right. I should be more careful about losing stuff.
Don't worry about it. I think it's funny.
Dialogue 3. What's taking so long?
I'm getting dressed. Don't rush me.
We're going to be late for dinner.
Have you seen my red dress? I can't find it.
Don't worry about it. Wear something else.
I want to wear this particular red dress.
Which one?
The one I bought last month.
What does it look like?
It's the sleeveless dress with the black buttons.
You had me take that to the cleaners yesterday, remember?
You're right. I completely forgot.
That's okay, but please try to hurry.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll find something else to wear.
Dialogue 4.
Hello, can I help you?
Maybe. I'm looking for a cold weather tent.
We've got a few good ones. What are you looking for in particular?
It needs to be big enough for 2 people.
Any particular shape?
I'd prefer dome-shaped.
How about those over there? They're pretty new.
Do you have a blue tent like that?
I'd have to look in the back. Do you mind waiting for a second?
Not at all. Take your time.
I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, that will do fine. Dialogue 5. Where did you get that new coat?
Do you like it?
Yes, it looks pretty rugged.
It's supposed to be. It's a hiking jacket.
I like the color. You look good in purple.
Look at this. It's reversible. It's black on the inside.
That is pretty neat. It's good to have if one side gets dirty.
Both sides are waterproof, too.
And I see it has a hood.
Oh, I know. With this jacket, I don't even need an umbrella.
Maybe I should go get one.
They're on sale at the camping store near the library.
I think I may go down there later this week and have a look.
You should go sooner before they run out.
I should. Where are you going now?
I'm going home to study. Want to study with me?
Sure, that'd be great.
Come on then, let's get out of here.
Asking somebody to do something. Dialogue 1.
Hey, are you busy right now?
Not especially. What can I do for you?
My kid is having a birthday party on Saturday. I need your help.
This sounds interesting. What do you need?
Nothing much. It's a surprise party. Could you take my son with your son somewhere and then bring him back in the afternoon?
I don't think I'm busy on Saturday. Yes, that should be fine.
I really appreciate it. We're really trying to make this party extra special for him.
That's nice. He's lucky to have parents like you.
Where are you going to take him?
I hadn't thought about it yet, really. I'll ask my son Billy for ideas.
Okay, but just don't tell Billy about the surprise either.
Why not? It's not his party.
Yes, but he may tell my son by accident. These boys are young.
Good point. I'll just ask him what he wants to do on Saturday.
Good idea. I appreciate this. Maybe I can return the favor.
Maybe. I'll see you later. Bye now. Dialogue 2.
Excuse me.
Yes. Can I help you?
Would you mind putting out that cigarette?
Does it bother you?
Yes, it does bother me very much.
I'm sorry to hear that, but mind your own business.
How rude! Please put out that cigarette now. It's disgusting.
You can't tell me to do anything that I don't want to do.
Do you see that sign? It says no smoking allowed. That means you.
What are you going to do about it?
If you're going to be so difficult about it, I'll go get a policeman.
All right. I'll put it out. Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
Dialogue 3. Hey, Debbie, could you lend me a hand for a second?
Sure, what's the trouble?
Nothing serious. I'm just trying to hang this painting up.
Do you need me to help hold it?
No, just stand back there and tell me if it's straight.
Okay, that's easy enough.
How does it look now?
It's a little down on the left side.
A little down? Do you mean move it down to the left?
No, it's low on the left side. Move it up.
Okay. How does that look?
It seems all right to me. Do you need anything else?
Yeah. One more thing. Go get me a nail from that drawer.
Here you go.
Thanks. That should be all I need.
No problem. Let me know if you need anything else.
Dialogue 4. Hey, buddy, could you move over a little bit? I can't see the TV.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's no problem. It's just real crowded in here.
Yeah, I know. I wonder why everybody came here to watch this game.
I have no idea. It's kind of nice having all these guys here, though.
Yeah, it's definitely better than sitting at home watching the game.
By the way, my name's Ulysses.
I'm Carter. That's a strange name. It's from the Greek myth, right?
That's the same name, but I was named after my grandfather.
That's funny. So was I.
What a coincidence. I guess you're a baseball fan?
Yeah, I come here all the time.
Me too. It's good to get out of the house.
Tell me about it. Look, let me buy you a beer.
That sounds good to me. I'll buy the next one.
This is going to be a good game.
It sure is, and the beer only makes it better. Dialogue 5.
Hey, Larry, could you do me a favor?
Yeah, what is it?
I'm getting pretty tired. Do you mind driving for a while?
Sure, I'd like to drive for a while.
I'll pull over at the next gas station and get some gas. We'll switch then.
How long have you been driving anyway?
I'm not sure. I started when we were in Ohio.
We left Ohio 8 hours ago. You must be tired.
Yeah, but it's been a nice ride. The scenery is beautiful out here.
I've been asleep or reading most of the time.
How do you read in the car without feeling sick?
I don't know. I just always have. It doesn't bother me.
That's lucky for you. Oh, here's a gas station. I'll pull over.
Thanks. I'll pay for the gas this time.
Okay, I'll get us some snacks.
On the campus. Dialogue 1.
Hey, what are you doing right now?
Not much. I was going over to the library to study.
That's no fun. Come with me to the coffee shop. We can study together there.
I won't get any studying done there at all.
Why do you say that?
People will talk to me and distract me in the coffee shop. I won't get any work done.
That's not true. Come on, I'm hungry. We can get a bite to eat.
I'm hungry too. Maybe I could go.
Come on. What are you studying anyway?
I'm trying to finish the reading assignment for our physics class.
I've already finished. I can help you.
How can you help me read the homework?
Don't be silly. I can help explain some of the difficult parts.
All right, you've convinced me against my better judgment.
Good. I'll buy you a piece of pizza.
Don't forget, you're going to help me study. Dialogue 2.
Max, do you understand what's going on in math right now?
I do understand some of it. Why? Do you need help?
Very much. I'm completely lost.
Why? Is it that complicated?
The problem is that I missed 2 days of class last week.
Oh, that explains it. Those 2 days were when the professor started on this new section.
That's my bad luck. So, as you can see, I need some help.
No problem. I can at least explain the basic idea.
Great, that's all I need.
Can you meet later today?
Sure, what time is good for you?
How about 4 o'clock in the library?
That's fine with me. Do you want to meet upstairs?
Yeah, that will work. Let's meet near the staircase.
Good, I'll see you then. Thanks.
Sure, see you then. Dialogue 3. Do you have change for $1?
No, why do you need change?
The drink machine only takes exact change.
Do you mean the machine by the gym?
Yes, that one. Why?
That machine is always like that. Use the one near the dining hall.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah, the one in the gym doesn't work very well.
But the dining hall is so far from here.
Oh, stop complaining. It's not that far.
I've been exercising. I'm tired.
I'm going to the dining hall for dinner. Come with me.
Okay, maybe I'll have dinner as well.
All right, then. Come on.
Dialogue 4. Hey, Ben, what are you doing?
I'm just going back to my room to watch TV.
Well, what about tonight?
I don't know. I hadn't made any plans.
Some of the guys were going to the party at Dave's house.
Isn't he a senior? We're just freshmen. I don't even know him.
What does that matter? Lots of people will be there.
Without being invited?
Of course. This is college. No one sends out invitations.
I guess you're right. What time are you going?
I'm probably going over there about 11 o'clock.
I think I'll go with you. I don't want to spend all night in my room.
Great. Come over to my room about 10:30.
Okay, I'll be over then. See you later.
Dialogue 5. Can you believe what my physics professor said today?
What did he say? Why are you so upset?
He said we're going to have a paper to do at the end of the term.
What's wrong with that? Most professors say that.
I know, but my professor already assigned us a science project.
Okay, what's the problem?
That means I have to do a paper, a science project, and study for the final exam in 6 weeks.
Oh, I see. That is pretty bad.
I know. I don't need this kind of stress right now.
Just budget your time. You'll be okay.
That's easy for you to say. You don't have to do it.
True, but what else can I say? I could laugh at you. Is that what you want?
No, I guess you're right.
Do you have any other papers?
I sure do. I have to write papers for my math and history classes.
Wow, that is rough. If I were you, I'd be working right now.
I know. I've got to start preparing tonight.
That would at least ease your mind a little bit.
I hope so. I'm going home now. I'll see you later. In the library. Dialogue 1.
Are these the books you're checking out?
Yes, they are. When are they due back?
You can have them for 1 month. May I see your card?
Oh, sure, I forgot. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. It seems you still have a book overdue.
What? I don't understand. What book?
The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Does that sound familiar?
Oh, no. I loaned that to my friend. I thought he returned it.
It looks like he didn't.
Does that mean I can't have any books until I return this one?
Yes, I'm afraid that's our rule.
What is the fine on that book right now?
Right now you owe $3.70. It's 50 cents a day for overdue books.
I'm so sorry. I'll go to my place right now and bring it back.
We close in an hour. Do you have time?
Yes, I live right nearby. Can you just hold these books here for a little bit?
Sure, they'll be ready to check out when you get back.
Thanks. I'll be back soon. Dialogue 2. What page are you on?
I'm on page 78. Why do you ask?
I was just curious. You read fast.
I read faster if my friends don't keep asking me questions.
Am I really bothering you?
This is a library. You're not supposed to talk anyway.
It's okay if you whisper.
No, it's not. It still annoys other people.
I'm going to go somewhere else to study where I can talk.
If you talk, then you can't study.
Maybe you're right, but I need a break. I'm getting bored.
Just make sure you're prepared for class tomorrow.
I will be. It's not that late right now. I've got plenty of time.
Where are you going now?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the Student Union building to get a snack. Do you want to come?
No, I'm really focused right now on studying. I'll see you later.
Suit yourself. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Dialogue 3.
Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for a book for class. The computer says that it's here, but I couldn't find it on the shelf.
What's the title of the book?
It's called Being and Non-Being.
I see what the problem is. One copy is on reserve for a professor, and the other copy is checked out.
Oh, that's too bad.
I can reserve the checked out copy for you.
What does that mean?
When the book is returned, I can call you. It's due next week.
Great. Yes, please reserve that copy for me.
Is your phone number on your library card correct?
Yes, it is.
Good. We'll give you a call when it gets here.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Goodbye. Dialogue 4.
Hey, Nathan. I didn't know you worked in the library.
Yeah, I started working here a week ago.
This job looks easy. All you do is sit here and check out books to people.
Sometimes I have to go around and put books back on the shelf.
That can't be too hard. Don't you get bored?
Not really. I get all my homework done here, and I can play around on the internet.
Really? How do I get a job here?
I don't think you can. They don't need anyone right now.
I'm tired of working at the campus bookstore.
I'm sorry to hear that. I get off work in an hour. Will you still be here then?
Sure. I'm just going to be studying downstairs.
Come get me in an hour.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm pretty hungry.
Let's go get a burger off campus.
That would be great. I'll see you in an hour. Dialogue 5.
What are you looking for?
Nothing in particular. I'm just browsing the history section.
I didn't know you liked history.
Sometimes it's interesting to read.
I agree. I'm reading a pretty good book about prohibition right now.
Isn't that when they outlawed alcohol?
Yes, and that caused a growth in organized crime. It's a good book.
I need something new to read. I was hoping they'd have a good book on Chinese history.
Any luck?
Not yet. I don't think they have much non-Western history in this library.
Probably not. You should go to the bookstore.
Yes, but that's expensive. Library books are free.
Well, good luck finding some Chinese history books.
What are you doing now?
I've got to meet Lisa downstairs to study.
Okay, I'll see you later. At the party. Dialogue 1.
This is definitely a good party.
I know. I've only been here an hour, but I'm really having a good time.
I'm glad you came out tonight. So many people are here.
I think a lot of people are trying to relax after finishing exams.
You're right. That's why so many people seem a little wild tonight.
Did you see Carl here?
Yes, I think he came in with Kevin a few minutes ago.
Did you see where they went?
You could check the kitchen.
I'll just wait. It's too crowded to push my way through to the kitchen.
It's hard to hear you right here, though. Let's move away from the music.
Good idea. My ears are ringing.
Hey, look, some guy just brought some more beer. Let's go get some.
You'd better take it easy tonight. You've got to be at work in the morning.
Relax, I'll be fine. I've gone to work after staying up all night before.
Do what you want, but don't say I didn't warn you. Dialogue 2. Do you know anybody at this party?
I know a few people here. Most of them are graduate students.
Do you really want to stay?
What else are we going to do?
I don't know, but I don't think these are our kind of people.
Why don't we stay for about half an hour to see if anyone else arrives?
Okay, half an hour. Then we'll decide.
Actually, a lot of these grad students are good looking.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to be talking to any of them.
Maybe I will. Anyway, it never hurt to just look.
It will hurt if someone's boyfriend sees you looking.
Relax. No one notices us. We're just plain sophomores.
I'm going to get a beer. Do you want one?
Sure, that would be nice.
By the time we finish these beers, maybe this will be more interesting.
If it's not, I promise you we'll go somewhere else.
Dialogue 3.
How long do you want to stay?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
I'm just feeling tired. I think I'm going to go home soon.
I'll go with you. Just wait a few minutes.
Are you really having fun here?
I really don't care. I just want to talk to Steve for a second.
Okay, but try to hurry.
Why are you in such a rush all of a sudden?
Because that annoying guy over by the door keeps trying to talk to me.
Really? Do you want me to tell him to stop?
No, I'm just too bored here to tolerate him.
Okay, I understand what you mean. I don't see Steve here anyway.
Let's get out of here then.
Do you want to stop to get some coffee on the way home?
Sure, that would be nice.
Good. Let's get out of here. Dialogue 4.
You haven't been talking much.
What? Oh, I guess I'm just not much of a party person.
I guess you're just going to stay in the corner and drink your beer?
Not exactly. I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Not for long. I'm going to have some fun while I'm here.
Oh, really? How?
I don't know. I'll probably go do some dancing in a second.
You dance? This I have to see.
Slow down. I'll need to finish this beer so I can relax enough to dance.
If you were really having a good time, then you wouldn't need a beer.
Stop thinking so much. Just have some fun. The school week is over.
I know, but I'm tired. I'm going home to watch some TV.
You're no fun. I'll probably be here for a few more hours.
I hope you have a good time. I'll see you tonight or tomorrow morning.
I'll try not to wake you when I get back to the house.
That would be nice. I'm getting out of here. See you later. Dialogue 5.
Sometimes I just don't understand the idea of a party.
Why do you say that? The idea of a party is to have fun.
I agree, but our school is so small. It makes parties kind of strange.
I don't think I understand.
Every party has pretty much the same people every time.
Do you not like your classmates?
It's not that. It's just that it doesn't feel any different than being in class.
Do you see anyone doing homework here?
No, but it's the same people having the same conversations.
What would you prefer?
I'd like to go to a party and meet new people. That's half the fun of going to a party.
I guess I agree with that, but I don't think you'll find that at this school.
I know. Maybe next weekend we should go to a party at some other school.
I have a cousin at the University of Colorado. That's about an hour's drive from here.
Great. We should go there to meet people.
Fine, but tonight, let's try to have some fun here. At the cinema. Dialogue 1. I didn't realize the ticket line would be so long.
I guess this is a really popular movie.
Yes, but this is a Tuesday night.
Well, at least the line is always moving.
I'm worried that the movie will be sold out before we can buy a ticket.
We can always buy a ticket for tomorrow night if that happens.
Yes, but we are here now. It would be a real disappointment to have to wait another day.
I certainly agree, but it's better than not seeing this movie at all.
I think we should be able to get in.
Look at the people in this line. All kinds of people want to see this movie.
I can see. I'm surprised that it has such broad appeal.
Are there any movies you want to see in case this one is sold out?
Maybe. I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, we're almost to the front of the line now.
I think it will be okay. We'll certainly get the tickets.
I've got an idea. I'll wait in this line to get tickets. You go get snacks and drinks for us.
Okay, I'll meet you inside. Dialogue 2. We've got a few minutes before the start of the movie. Do you want to get something to eat?
Movie snacks are always so expensive.
I know, but they're good. I can afford it.
Okay, why don't we get a large popcorn and 2 Cokes?
We can share the popcorn.
Do you want to get some candy?
Sure, we can get a bag of candy.
Here's the money.
That's okay. I've got money. You keep it.
I guess you don't like the girl to pay for anything.
That's not true. It's just that right now I can afford to pay. You can pay for something later.
Well, I'll wait in line with you.
No, go inside and get us a good seat.
You won't be able to find me.
Good point. Okay, just wait here with me. Dialogue 3.
That movie was too scary.
Can you believe some people brought their children to see it?
I know. I'm surprised they were allowed in.
It was a good movie, though. I was certainly scared.
I liked that it was scary without having to be disgusting.
It made good use of suspense and not bloody body parts.
I think next time I want to see a comedy.
There were funny parts in this movie.
I know, but I think they did that just to relax you.
Then, when the audience was relaxed, the worst scenes would happen next.
That was pretty clever of the director.
I think he specializes in scary movies.
Like I said, next time, let's go see a comedy.
I agree. There's one out now about a talking horse.
Oh yeah, that should be real funny.
Good. Next week we'll come see that one. Dialogue 4.
That movie was disgusting. I can't believe we watched all of that.
Are you kidding? That movie was hilarious.
No, it wasn't. They just relied on disgusting visual humor.
That stuff is funny. I was laughing the entire time.
It's only funny if you're a 10-year-old boy.
Are you saying that I'm immature?
That was an immature movie.
Maybe so, but I liked it. What kind of humor do you like?
Something that's a bit more intelligent.
Like what, for example?
I don't know right now. Perhaps something like political humor.
That's boring. Politics is not funny.
It can be if you're intelligent.
First you call me immature, then you call me stupid.
Forget about it. Next week, let's see another kind of movie. I'll pick one out.
That's okay with me. Just don't pick something too boring. Dialogue 5. There are a lot of movie previews before this movie.
You don't like it?
I came here to see one movie, not previews for 5 others.
I think it's interesting. I can see what movies will be coming out soon.
So what? You'll find out about them when they come out anyway.
Don't be such a complainer. Some of these new movies look pretty good.
I agree, but I didn't come here to see them.
So what? You'll still get to see the movie you want. Just wait a minute.
Pass me some of that popcorn.
Here, you're going to eat it all before the movie starts.
Then we'll just buy more.
Eat that much popcorn and you'll get sick. It's too expensive anyway.
Look, they just turned the lights down. I guess that means the movie is about to start.
I think so. Do you want some of my drink? Why didn't you buy your own drink?
Because that one is big enough for 2 people to drink.
Okay, stop talking. The movie is starting.
At the hospital. Dialogue 1. I brought a friend of mine in here. Can I see him?
What's his name?
Steve Baxter. He has an injured leg.
He's in room 8, but the doctor's seeing him at this time.
Do you know how long he'll be?
I don't know. It shouldn't be too long. You can just wait in the waiting room.
Do you know anything about his condition?
I believe that he has a broken left leg, but it's only a simple fracture.
What does that mean?
That means it's a clean break without complications.
That's good to hear. I thought it might be more serious.
He said something about a work accident.
Yes, it was my fault. I accidentally backed a truck into him.
He must be mad at you.
He is, but we're friends. I'll buy him a beer and he'll forgive me.
I hope so. You'll have to ask the doctor for more details about his condition.
I'll do that. Thanks a lot.
Don't mention it.
Dialogue 2. This is a pretty busy night. This emergency room is packed with people.
It's a Saturday night. People having fun aren't very careful. Some get hurt.
Hey, look at that guy over there on the stretcher. What happened to him?
The one with the bloody face?
Yeah, that guy. He's a real mess.
A police officer told me that he lost a fight.
I'd hate to meet the winner of the fight.
The cops are looking for him right now, I think.
What are we waiting for anyway?
We're waiting for the nurse to finish some paperwork on the patient we just brought in.
She's taking a while. We've got to get out of here.
She should be done soon. Maybe something pulled her away.
I hope not. I'm going to go see what the delay is.
Get me some coffee on your way, all right?
Sure, I'll be back in a second.
I'll just be right here waiting.
Dialogue 3.
Isn't the guy in room 4 a little familiar?
That's Mr. Jones. He keeps showing up with that foot infection.
He's fine every time he leaves, then he's back a month later. I don't get it.
He's a patient at Oak Valley Nursing Home.
That place is awful. They keep sending him here because they can't seem to take care of him.
We've complained to them before about their level of care.
Have you complained to the city before?
No, just to the nursing home.
This time I want to make a complaint to the city. This needs to stop.
I agree. Mr. Jones's foot is almost rotting off.
That's just intolerable. After I go see him, get me the paperwork to make a complaint.
Yes, doctor. Anything else?
Do we have any coffee left in the break room?
No, I think we're out.
Could you get somebody to make some more?
No problem.
Thanks. I'm going to see Mr. Jones now. Room 4, right?
That's correct. Dialogue 4.
Oh, hi, doctor. Do you have any news?
Yes, I have some good news. Your mother is now in stable condition.
Well, that's good to hear. I was so worried about her earlier.
She was having an irregular heartbeat, and that's been causing some problems.
Will that require any special treatment?
No, not right now. I'll prescribe her some medicine to control her heartbeat. That's all.
What about in the future?
It's hard to say. If she takes her medication, eats right, and exercises, she should be okay. But we may have to do more in the future.
Like what?
Perhaps heart surgery or a pacemaker. It's impossible to say right now. I wouldn't worry at this point.
How long will she be in the hospital?
We should keep her here for observation for another 2 days, I think.
Then she can go home?
Yes, then she can go home. Dialogue 5.
Dad, how are you doing?
I'm doing better. What's that in the bag?
I just brought a few of your things from home, some books and clothes.
That's nice. I'm getting bored just watching TV in here.
That was a pretty hard fall you took.
The doctor said I'll need to use a cane after this. It could be worse, I guess.
You're getting older. You've got to be more careful.
I know. Where's your mother?
She'll be here in a little bit. She's downstairs giving the doctor some information.
It's a good thing my company has got a good medical insurance plan.
I know. You're lucky. How long do you have to be here?
Maybe another week. After that, I've got to come back for physical therapy visits.
I see. That doesn't sound like fun. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, I'll be fine. I just hope your mother isn't too worried.
She always worries.
I know. That's why I love her. Agreement and disagreement. Dialogue 1. I don't think our taxes get anything good for us.
What do you mean? The state just gave another $4 million to schools.
I don't think that money does any good.
I disagree completely. Do you think schools can be run for free?
They can be run for much cheaper.
The result would be that children would be less educated.
Not true. They spend a lot of that money on useless programs.
That money is going to buy more computers for the classrooms.
So, we didn't have computers in school. We can still read and write.
That was 20 years ago. The world today depends on computers.
They can learn about computers from their parents at home.
What about poor children who don't have computers at home?
So, my tax dollars are going to poor children?
What's wrong with that? I think you could be a little more generous.
Maybe you're right. Dialogue 2. I think we should go to Mexico for vacation.
I disagree. I think we should go to Canada.
Canada will still be cold this time of year.
It will be cool, but not cold.
It will be too cold for me.
Mexico will be too hot for me.
We can't go to both places.
Why don't we go later in the year?
What good will that do?
Canada will be warmer in a few months, but not too warm for me.
Yes, then we can both be happy. I think that's a good idea.
I'm glad you agree.
Dialogue 3. I'm hungry. Do you want to get something to eat?
Yes, that would be nice. What kind of food do you want?
I was thinking of having Mexican food.
I don't like Mexican food at all.
Why not? It's so good.
It's too spicy and it's not healthy.
I disagree. That's not true at all.
What do you mean? Of course it's true.
It's healthier than a lot of American food, such as hamburgers.
It's still too spicy.
Come and try some. I know this place where much of the food is not spicy.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Good. I'm glad we see eye to eye. Dialogue 4. Do you want to come over and watch the ball game?
No, I'd rather do some reading for class. I don't like baseball.
I suppose that's because you're a girl.
Don't be ridiculous. I like football and basketball.
Then why do you not like baseball?
Baseball is boring. It doesn't have much action.
I disagree completely. Do you think a home run is boring?
How often does that happen in a game?
How often does a goal happen in soccer? It's the same thing.
At least in soccer, everyone is moving.
Baseball can be interesting once you learn about it.
Maybe so, but I'd rather not take the time to learn.
So, you agree it could be interesting?
No, I just don't care. Let me know the next time you watch a basketball game.
Okay, suit yourself. Dialogue 5. What took you so long? I've been waiting for an hour for our tennis match.
I'm sorry. Traffic was awful. I got stuck.
Did you go through downtown?
Yes, they're building that new stadium.
I know, and the construction is slowing down the traffic.
The worst thing about it is we don't even need the stadium.
I couldn't agree with you more.
The mayor thinks it will be good for the city, but we don't even have a sports team.
I guess he thinks it will attract a team.
That's a pretty big risk to take.
Yes, I agree. I don't understand it all.
Well, I suppose I should stay out of the downtown area.
Probably so. Anyway, let's go play tennis.
Good idea. Let's go.
Belief and disbelief. Dialogue 1.
What are you doing today?
What I always do, every year.
By the way, do your kids still believe in Santa Claus?
My son's only 4 years old, so I haven't told him the truth yet.
How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa?
I was 10. A kid at school told me Santa wasn't real.
My dad told me when I was 10.
That's a pretty big moment when you stop believing in Santa.
I didn't say I believed my dad when he told me Santa wasn't real.
So, you still believe in Santa Claus?
It's the only thing I don't believe in anymore.
Dialogue 2.
Who do you think will win the election for senator?
I think Tom Smith will win. I hope so.
Why do you want Smith to win?
He promised to lower taxes.
And you believed him?
Sure, why not?
He's just saying that in order to win the election.
How do you know?
He wants to have many new programs which require taxes.
I'm sure he'll find a way to do that without more taxes.
You're too naive.
And you're too cynical. Dialogue 3. Hi, Mom. I'm going out to play.
Have you finished your homework, young man?
Yes. Can I go now?
Let me see your work.
How come you never believe me?
You never give me reason to believe you. Now show me your work.
Okay. Let me get it. Here, see?
Well, it looks like you've actually finished.
Good. Now can I go out and play?
Okay, you can go out.
Thanks, Mom. Bye. Dialogue 4. Hey, guess what?
What is it?
I've got some really good news.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Tell me.
I got promoted to manager at the office.
Oh, that's too good to be true. I can't believe it.
Believe it, honey. It's true.
I guess this means you'll be getting paid more.
Yes, I can hardly believe it myself.
Maybe we can go to Mexico this year for vacation.
Is that what you want to do?
Maybe. We can talk about it. This is unbelievably good news.
It's certainly true.
I'm so happy for you.
Dialogue 5. Hey, Mary, do you know when our reports are due?
I believe they're due at the end of the month.
What is your paper about?
I'm writing on Greek mythology.
That's interesting.
Yes, it is. I'm learning many things.
Didn't they believe in a lot of different gods?
Yes, they did. They believed that certain gods caused things in nature.
Some people still believe things like that today.
Maybe, but most modern people know more about science.
I don't know about that. I saw your last grade in science class.
Very funny, Paul.
Compliments and praises. Dialogue 1.
I just finished grading your test, Bobby.
Oh no, did I fail?
No, why do you think that?
It was a very hard test.
Actually, I wanted to congratulate you.
Me? Why?
You got the highest grade in the class.
Really? That's amazing.
You did a good job, Bobby.
I did study hard.
I can tell. I hope you study as much for the next test.
I will, Mrs. Fisher, I will. Dialogue 2.
Hey, James, I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a few months since we last saw each other.
You look good.
I've been exercising a lot.
I'm jealous. I should exercise as much.
It's some hard work.
I can imagine, but you look a lot bigger, too.
I know. I got tired of being so skinny.
Well, the improvement really shows.
Stop, you're embarrassing me.
Okay, Mr. Muscles.
You're right. You are jealous. Dialogue 3. That was a pretty good game today.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to win, but we did.
You were playing pretty good. Good job.
Most of that was luck. I wasn't playing as well as you were.
Don't be so humble. You won the game for us.
We all won the game.
You're just saying that to be modest.
Well, we still have to practice.
Yes, that is the only way to keep winning.
And keep me on the team because I'm so good.
I liked it better when you were humble.
I'm only kidding. Let's go celebrate our win.
Good idea. Dialogue 4. I am so jealous of you.
Why do you say that?
Because every day you always wear something good.
Really? I just throw on anything I can find.
That's not true. You have really good taste.
Do you think so?
Yes, I do. Maybe you could go shopping with me sometime.
Okay, that might be fun.
You could help me pick out some good clothes.
Can you go this Saturday?
Yes, that would be perfect.
I'll give you a call.
Dialogue 5.
Wow, that's a nice car you have there.
Thanks. It's a 1965 Corvette.
I know. I bet that was expensive.
It was, but it's been a dream all my life to have one.
It looks like you keep it in good condition.
I come out every Sunday and clean it for about an hour.
I would too if I had a car like that.
You want to take it for a drive?
Oh no, I wouldn't trust myself with the car that nice.
I can understand that. How about I drive and you can come along for the ride?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, get in and fasten your seatbelt. Reassurances and consolations. Dialogue 1.
I can't believe what happened, Dad.
Why? What happened?
I lost in the science fair.
No, you didn't. You got second place.
I should have got first place. The winning exhibit wasn't as good as mine.
I think you're right, son.
Life's not fair.
That's true. It's important that you learn that lesson.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
You should see that the important thing is that you did do a better job, even if you didn't win. That's what counts.
Really?
Of course it does. You can't always win, but if you keep doing well, it will work out in the long run.
Thanks, Dad. That makes me feel a little better.
No problem. Your mom's fixing dinner, so we'd better hurry home. Dialogue 2.
Why are you so sad, honey?
I miss my dog, Oscar.
I know you do, Linda. I miss Oscar too.
Why did we give him to Grandma and Grandpa?
You know why. He was getting too big for our little house.
So what? I wanted to play with him.
Don't you think that's a little selfish?
Why is that selfish, Mommy?
Isn't Oscar happier playing on that big farm with Grandpa? Don't you want him to be happy?
Yes, but doesn't he miss me too?
Of course he does. But whenever we go visit Grandpa and Grandma, then you can see him.
I hope we go up there soon.
We will, honey. We'll see them soon.
Good. Then I can play with Oscar. Dialogue 3.
Today was awful.
Have a seat and tell me about it.
I got fired from the store.
The sporting goods store? Why?
The boss said I came in late too many times.
Why were you late?
I had to finish a test at school.
That's not fair, but you didn't like that job anyway.
I know, but I needed the money to buy my dad's car.
Look at the bright side.
What could be the bright side?
This job was getting in the way of school. You didn't like it anyway, and you can always find another job.
I guess that's reassuring. I'm just annoyed right now.
That's understandable. Have a beer and forget about it.
Thanks, I could use a drink.
My friend works at a restaurant, and they need people. We'll go over there tomorrow and look for a job.
That sounds good to me.
Dialogue 4. I can't believe I said that to your parents at dinner.
What? What did you say?
That we have to work a lot for money right now.
What's wrong with saying that? It's true.
They'll think we're asking for a loan.
No, they wouldn't think that.
They'll certainly think I'm not a good husband.
Why? They like you very much.
Because it seems like I can't provide for you.
That's silly. They know we're just getting started in life.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I know my parents. Don't worry about it.
Good. I guess that's reassuring to know. Dialogue 5.
Why are you so upset?
I'm just worried. My grandfather is in the hospital.
Why? What's wrong with him?
He fell down yesterday and broke his leg.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sure he'll recover.
Maybe, but he's getting older. I worry about him.
I feel the same way about my grandfather, but you shouldn't worry so much.
Why? I'm afraid that no one can take care of him in the future.
Your grandmother can take care of him. She's in good health, and she's a very good person.
That's some consolation, I suppose. I just feel bad that I don't have more time to look after them.
They probably wouldn't want you to be tied down with them.
You're right, but I still worry. Warnings and prohibitions. Dialogue 1.
What are you doing this afternoon?
I don't know. I'll probably do homework.
I have a better idea.
What's that?
Let's go sneak into the junkyard.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why not?
There's a sign outside the gate that reads, "No trespassing."
So what? I said we'll sneak in so we won't get caught.
Are you worried about the dog? There's another sign which says, "Beware of dog."
You worry too much. I don't think there's really a dog.
Fine. You go find out and tell me. I'm doing my homework. Dialogue 2.
It sure is a sunny day.
Is that why you're driving so fast?
Why do you say that?
The speed limit here is 65 miles per hour. You are driving at 80.
Everyone speeds.
Not here. There are always a lot of police on this part of the road.
So what? It's a little fine.
Actually, that sign just said, "Fines doubled for speeding," which means it'll be twice the normal amount.
Well, it's my money to worry about.
Yes, but it's my life to worry about. Even if it weren't illegal to drive so fast, I'd still want you to slow down.
Fine, I'll slow down. Are you happy?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Dialogue 3.
That was a good meal.
Yes, it was. How about some dessert?
That would be nice, but first I want to smoke the cigar.
I don't think you should do that.
Why not? It's a nice cigar.
In this restaurant, the sign says, "No smoking."
They can't stop me from smoking.
They can make you leave. Anyway, it's bad for your health.
Let me worry about my own health.
It's bad for my health, too, as well as for everyone else here.
Okay, I'll put out the cigar.
Good. Now let's have some dessert. Dialogue 4.
This was a good idea to go to the museum.
Yes, we should do this more often.
Wow, look at that artifact.
I bet it's over 1,000 years old.
I'm going to take a picture.
You can't. That sign says, "No pictures allowed."
Why does it say that? Is this a secret display?
No, silly. The camera light damages the artifact.
Really?
It is so old and fragile that the light and heat wear on it.
Then how can I get a picture?
We can buy one at the gift shop on the way out.
What a good idea. Let's do that instead.
Dialogue 5. I'll be back in a little bit.
Where are you going, dear?
We need milk. I'm going to the store.
Did you see the weather report?
No. Why? What did it say?
It said there was a snow warning tonight. I don't think you should be out driving.
That's silly. I'll be right back.
The store is 30 minutes from here at least.
I'm a good driver.
It won't matter if the road gets slippery.
I'll drive slowly.
You can't see through the falling snow. The news said this was a serious warning.
You really don't want me to go?
Maybe if it was important, but we can get milk later.
I guess it's not an emergency. I'll stay here then. Talking about people. Dialogue 1. What do you think of the new boss?
Do you mean Mr. Lee?
Yes, that's right.
I think he's a pretty good guy, and that's his problem.
What do you mean?
I mean that he's too nice. He tries to be everyone's friend.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, except some people don't listen to him.
I don't think I understand.
He's too soft on people. That encourages some people to not do their share of the work.
Really? I never thought of that.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great guy.
He's just not cut out to be a boss.
Exactly.
Dialogue 2. Hey, where are you going?
I borrowed this CD from David. I'm going to return it.
He's got a lot of CDs, doesn't he?
Yes, and he's generous with them.
I've heard that about him. He seems like a pretty nice guy.
I think it's just his nature.
Actually, I've also heard he has a bad temper.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
Apparently, someone returned one of his CDs scratched, and he was really mad.
That seems reasonable. I would be mad too.
Yeah, I guess I would too. He just seems so nice. It's hard to imagine him being angry.
I'd better get going. I've still got to return this to him.
Are you going to borrow another CD?
Maybe I will. I'll see you later.
Dialogue 3.
Did you go to the party on Friday night?
Yes, I was there for a little while. Why do you ask?
Robert was there with a new girl I've never seen before. Who was she?
Oh, that was Alice, Robert's new girlfriend.
Really? How long have they been dating?
I think it's been about a month. She's very good for him.
That's nice to hear. Why is that?
He just seems happier with her than normal.
What is she like?
Oh, she's very nice, and she's the complete opposite of Robert.
They say that opposites attract.
It's certainly true in this case. She's very friendly, while he acts so serious. She's got a good sense of humor.
I guess they balance each other.
That's what I think. Maybe you can meet her tomorrow.
That would be nice. When?
They're both coming by after dinner to watch TV.
Okay, I'll come over.
Sounds good. I'll see you then. Dialogue 4.
Hey, where are you going?
Anywhere, just to get away from Barbara.
That's not very nice. Why do you say that?
Have you ever talked to her? Every word out of her mouth is about the environment.
I've noticed that. Is it that annoying?
Yes, it is for me. She lectures me about pollution and criticizes me if I don't recycle.
You should recycle.
I know. That's not the point. The point is that she's got a one-track mind.
I guess she is pretty boring.
Exactly. It's all she ever talks about.
So where are you going now to get away from Barbara?
The library, I guess. I'll see you later. Dialogue 5. How are you doing?
Not too good. My mother's in the hospital again.
Why? What's wrong?
Her heart is weak. She's getting older.
Who's her doctor?
Dr. Jenkins at Mercy Hospital.
He's my uncle's doctor. He's very good.
That's a relief. I'm glad to hear that.
He's very smart, and he's good with older people.
Yes, I've met him, and he seemed friendly.
With my uncle, he knew just the right thing to say, and he kept my uncle's hopes up.
That's a good thing to hear.
I'm glad I could help. You're in good hands with Dr. Jenkins. Call me if you have any concerns.
Thanks, I'll do that.
Talking about objects. Dialogue 1. Hey, Mike, I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been busy moving to a new place.
Oh, really? How's that going?
I finally got settled in this weekend. It's pretty nice.
Say more.
It's a nice-sized apartment on the west side of the city. It has enough to satisfy my needs: bathroom, living room, kitchen, bedroom, and so on. It also has an enclosed porch.
That does sound nice. Maybe you should have a party there sometime.
I've been thinking about that. The living room is large enough for a good number of people. At least all of our friends.
That would be a good idea.
The only problem is that it has a carpet from wall to wall, so people would have to be careful not to spill things.
Oh, I see. Carpet can be difficult to clean.
The good thing is that the kitchen has a dishwasher, which saves me a lot of time.
Yeah, nobody likes doing dishes.
You should come by sometime and take a look.
I think I'll do that. See you later, Mike.
See you later, Walt.
Dialogue 2. Wow, did you see the rain this morning?
Yeah, I got caught in it on the way to work.
Really? You look so dry. I'm soaked.
That's because my sister bought me this jacket for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice. It looks kind of light.
It's not heavy, but it's still warm because of modern materials. It's very waterproof.
This is nice. Will it be warm enough even later in the winter?
It should be. If it gets too hot, I can remove the inside layer.
I see. It's even got a hood.
Yeah, I really like that part. It's very good for keeping my head dry.
That's important. A wet head makes you get sick.
I'm very grateful for this gift. I saw some of these on sale at the mall last week.
I think I'll go down there and get one.
You should. They're really worth it.
Dialogue 3. What have you been doing today?
I was out shopping.
Really? For what?
You know how they had that report on crime rising on the news last month?
Yes. What did you buy?
I got a gun.
You just went out and bought a gun? That's crazy.
I didn't just go out and buy it. I had to do some paperwork and wait for a week. The government had to make sure I had a good record.
It doesn't matter. It's still unnecessary.
I think it is necessary. It's just a small pistol. I'll keep it at home and maybe in the car on long trips.
Don't you think it's unsafe to have in the house?
I don't have any children, so how can it be unsafe?
Do you even know how to use it?
The police department is giving classes on gun safety now.
I still think it's a bad idea. Are you really going to shoot someone? I don't think so.
I hope not. Who knows? As a single woman, though, I think I should be able to protect myself. Anyway, my father has 2 guns.
That's different. He goes hunting, and he used to be in the military.
What difference does that make? I have the same rights as him.
I hope you're not overreacting, but I'm curious. Can I see it?
Sure, come on over and have a look.
Dialogue 4.
Don't come in the house with those dirty boots.
I won't. I'm leaving them on the porch.
How long have you had those boots anyway?
I think about 7 years now.
Really? They haven't fallen apart?
Not yet. I keep them in good condition, and I still go hiking in them when I can.
Are you sure you don't want to buy new ones?
I could, but these fit so well now. I think they ought to last a few more years.
Haven't the bottoms worn off?
Yes, but I just had them replaced a few months ago.
I see. Well, if they make you happy, that's good. Just don't track mud in the house.
I know. I left them outside on the porch. What's for dinner?
I ordered a pizza earlier. It should be here any time now.
Great. I'm starving. Dialogue 5.
This is a really nice Chinese restaurant.
I know. I read about it in the newspaper.
I'm glad they give us a knife and fork. I don't see how you use those chopsticks.
A Chinese friend in college taught me. It's easy once you get used to it. It's just like using your hands.
I don't see how you pick up anything.
You just hold them like this, with one on your thumb and the other between these 2 fingers.
That seems clumsy.
It's not. Personally, I think it's more civilized than using a piece of metal to stab your food.
Maybe, but the rest of the world uses knives and forks.
That's not really true. Much of Asia uses chopsticks, and in many countries, people just use their hands.
Well, I use a knife and fork.
You use your hands when you eat fast food sometimes. Some Chinese think it's unclean to use your hands. They may be right.
Are you calling me dirty?
No, I'm just saying you should expand your outlook. Oh, look, our food is here. Let's eat. Asking about age and name. Dialogue 1. Hello, is this a good time to speak with you?
Sure. What can I do for you?
I was at the Computer Business Convention in Dallas last month. I heard you speak, but your name escapes me.
Oh, it's Janet Abrams. And you are?
Sorry, I'm Tom Dickens.
You wanted to ask me something?
Yes. Do you think what you said about the Internet is also true for smaller companies?
How small?
My company only has 9 employees.
I don't think that would make a difference.
Really? That's good to know. Dialogue 2. I'd like 1 ticket to see Blood Monster 2.
That will be $6.50.
Okay, there you go.
And I will need to see some ID.
ID? What do you mean?
I'll need to see some kind of identification to show your age.
Why? This is just a movie. I'm not buying beer.
You have to be at least 18 to see this movie. It's very violent.
That's not fair.
That's the rule.
I left my driver's license at home.
Then how did you get to the theater?
I walked.
Down the highway? Look, I'm sorry. You can't get into this movie. Let someone else through.
Dialogue 3. I'm Oliver. You look familiar, but I don't remember who you are.
You've seen me before. Guess who I am?
I'm sorry. You look a little young to be here. This is the Cates High School 20-year reunion.
I'm Ira Banks, Oliver.
Ira, you should be about 38, but you look about 30.
I'm 38, no doubt about it.
But you look so young. How?
Really? I live in Arizona now. That's why I'm so dark, from the sun.
You must work out or something.
I'm in the fire department, so I get a lot of exercise.
I guess so. Well, you look good.
Also, I had all that long hair in school, which is mostly gone now.
That's true.
So what do you do now?
I work for an insurance company in Boston, so I'm stuck at a desk much of the time.
Tell me about the rest of your life. Let's get something to eat.
Sounds good to me. Dialogue 4.
How difficult do you think the class will be this semester?
I've heard the professor is very strict. She doesn't give good grades often.
I thought you were the professor.
Do I look that old?
I'm sorry. Most of us here are in our 20s. You look a little older than that.
Don't worry about it. I'm 45. My name is Tracy.
I'm Christy. Are you going back to college now?
Yes, my daughter just left home for college, so I thought I'd go back to school as well.
That's nice. What are you majoring in?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about psychology.
Really? Me too. That's great.
It is a little strange being around all these young people.
I can imagine. It'll be a fun year, though.
I hope so. I look forward to it. Dialogue 5. Is there a problem, officer?
Some neighbors have complained about the noise. Is this your house?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry about the noise. Some friends are with me. We'll be more quiet.
Good. I just need to know a few things. What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's David Fowler.
And how old are you, Mr. Fowler?
I'm 24. Why do you ask?
I'll need to see some ID. There are beer cans on your front yard.
Oh, sure. Here's my driver's license.
Thank you. Can you say that everyone in your house is old enough to be drinking?
Yes, certainly.
If I have to come back here and I find out someone underage is drinking, I have to take you to jail.
I understand. That won't be a problem, officer.
Thank you. Good night.
Asking about countries and nationalities. Dialogue 1.
Did you get the assignment for today's class?
Yes, we have to read the next 2 chapters.
Thanks. I'm Henry, by the way.
I'm Leo. If you don't mind my asking, where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh, I'm from California. Where is your family from?
Pittsburgh? You mean, where are my ancestors from?
Yes.
My great-grandfather came here from China.
Do you speak Chinese?
Not a bit. Do you?
Of course not. I'm not Chinese.
Neither am I. I just look Chinese.
I see. How stupid of me.
No, I hear that question often. I'm completely American, though.
Dialogue 2. Is this seat taken?
No, let me move my shirt.
You mean coat. That's your coat.
I'm sorry. My English is not so good.
No problem. Where are you from?
I'm Russian. My name is Ivan.
My name is Adam. Are you here on vacation?
Yes, I am. It's very nice, but a little hotter than I expected.
Really? It's only going to get hotter this summer.
At least this train is air-conditioned.
That's true. My great-grandmother was from Russia.
She was? Where was she from?
I think Moscow. I'm not sure.
I went to school in Moscow. I studied engineering.
That's what I'm studying now.
Good. Then maybe we can learn much on this train ride from each other.
Dialogue 3. I really like this restaurant. It's one of the best in town.
It's a Mexican restaurant. I thought you were Cuban.
I am, but my wife is Mexican. I've learned much about Mexican food.
That makes sense. What's good to eat here?
The burritos are quite good. They're not too spicy either.
By the way, how long have you been here?
Do you mean in America?
Yes. When did you get to this country?
I came with my mother when I was 8.
I didn't mean to pry.
It's no problem. I've been very happy since we came here.
That's good to hear. I guess you must really appreciate this place.
I do. Next month, I'll become an official citizen. My wife is already a citizen.
That's great. Why didn't you say something earlier?
I wanted to make certain first.
Congratulations. Welcome to being an American.
Dialogue 4. Are you finished with that newspaper?
Yes, here you go.
Thanks. Do you want it back when I'm finished?
No, keep it. By the way, I couldn't help noticing your accent. Are you Irish?
No, I'm Scottish. You Americans often get those confused.
You sound very similar to us.
Well, at least you didn't think I was Australian. I often hear that.
I used to have an Australian boyfriend, so I know that accent. I'm Stacy.
I'm Kim. Pleased to meet you.
Why are you in the U.S.?
I work for a British company here, but right now I'm on vacation.
Where are you going?
I'm going out west. I like the outdoors.
That's nice. I'm from Colorado. It's very pretty out there.
Yes, I want to see the Rocky Mountains. Perhaps you can tell me about them.
I'd love to.
Dialogue 5. How do you like working here so far?
It's pretty good, actually. Everyone is very nice.
You're from Kenya, right?
No, I'm from Nigeria.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken. I'm used to it.
If you don't mind, I wanted to ask a favor of you.
I don't mind. What do you need?
My wife is black. I mentioned you to her. She wanted to have you come over for dinner. She's very curious about Africa.
That sounds interesting. I hope I can help her.
Great. She'd love it. She's very interested in where her family came from.
Well, I don't know that much about history.
It doesn't matter. She'd love to talk to you. How does Sunday night sound to you?
That sounds fine. I'll see you then.
Telling time. Dialogue 1.
What time is it?
It's about 3:30. Why do you ask?
I was supposed to meet Megan at 3 o'clock to study. She's pretty late.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure she has a reason.
I doubt it. This is the third time she's been late.
I see. Maybe you should just leave.
That would teach her a lesson.
30 minutes is long enough to wait for someone.
I think you're right. I'm getting out of here.
Do you want to get something to eat instead?
Sure. I didn't really eat much at lunch, so I'm hungry.
Let's get out of here and get something to eat. Dialogue 2.
Mr. Stevens, sir, do you have a moment?
Yes, Leroy. What can I do for you?
I've been having trouble with this math class. I wanted to ask for your help.
I see. Well, would you like to meet sometime? I have a class right now to go to.
Yes, I would like that. What time is good for you?
I don't have any classes this afternoon. Can we meet then?
My last class is over at 3:30.
Do you want to meet at about 4?
That would be great.
Well, I've got to get to class now.
Oh, it's 9:30. I'm going to be late for my history class.
Don't be late. I'll see you at 4, Leroy.
I'll see you then, Mr. Stevens.
Dialogue 3. Hey, Mom, I'm going out for a few hours.
What time will you be back by?
I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock.
That's not good enough. You have school tomorrow.
Okay. I'll try to be back by 9.
What do you mean you'll try?
Fine, I will be back by 9.
That's better.
Is that all, Mom? I'll see you later.
There's one more thing.
Yes? What do you need?
We're out of milk. Could you pick some up on the way back home?
Sure, no problem.
Thank you. I'll see you tonight by 9 o'clock.
Dialogue 4. What time is it in Japan right now?
I'm not sure. Why do you ask?
We haven't heard from Michelle for a while. Maybe we should give her a call.
That's a good idea. Let's call her.
First, let's find out what time it is there. It might be the middle of the night.
That's true. She's not in a good mood if she's woken up.
I have it written down here. Let me take a look.
Oh, wait, I remember. It's 11 hours difference.
11 hours forward or back?
Forward, I think.
That means if it's 9 in the morning here,
Then it's 10 at night where Michelle is.
that's not so late. She should still be awake.
Good, let's give her a call.
Dialogue 5. What are you doing on the computer?
I'm looking up train tickets on the internet for our trip to Europe.
How's it going?
There's a lot of information, but I'm not used to 24-hour time.
What do you mean?
It's so hard to remember. What is 16 o'clock?
That's 4 p.m.
Why do they do it that way?
A lot of countries tell time that way. It's easier than adding a.m. or p.m. like we do.
I guess. It's just hard to keep straight what time these trains leave.
It's not that bad. Just subtract 12 from the 24-hour time.
It's still annoying. I shouldn't complain, though. After all, we're going to Europe.
That's right. I'm really looking forward to it.
Let's just hope that we don't miss any trains.
Talking about dates. Dialogue 1. We need to really study for tomorrow's history test.
It's so tough. I can't remember all those dates.
Let's test each other. We'll make it like a game show.
Okay, that sounds fun.
First question. When was the Declaration of Independence?
That's easy. July 4th, 1776.
Okay, here's a harder one. When was Pearl Harbor attacked?
December 7th, right?
What year? Tell me the year.
1940.
Wrong. It was 1941.
See, it is too difficult.
You just need to relax. Most of the test isn't about dates anyway.
Yes, but a lot of it is about dates.
Don't worry. Relax and do the best you can.
Easy for you to say.
Dialogue 2. Wow, Our boss is really tough.
Why? What happened now?
Remember that report on city tax laws we had to do by December 15th?
Of course I remember. We've only got 3 weeks left to finish it.
Not anymore.
Why? Did he cancel it?
No, he moved the deadline up to December 5th.
That's less than 2 weeks away. We'll never finish it by then.
Stay calm. We'll just have to work overtime.
I guess you're right. That means extra hours in the office.
I think we can do it. What's tomorrow's date?
Tomorrow is November 25th.
We'll have to really start working faster.
Yes, we do. I hope we can finish on time.
I think we will. At least I hope so. Dialogue 3. Ms. Fisher, do you want your flight booked for the business convention?
The one in Denver? Yes, please do that, Kathy.
What date do you want to leave by?
Well, the convention starts on the 24th of March, but I wanted some time to see Denver.
How about I book a flight for the 22nd?
No, I want more time to see Denver. I want to fly out on the 20th.
You've got a meeting scheduled on the 20th. Do you want to cancel the meeting?
Who's the meeting with?
It's with the mayor's office.
No, that's too important to cancel. Go ahead and reserve my flight for the 22nd.
I'll get right on it.
Thanks, Kathy.
Dialogue 4.
When does our college have spring vacation this year?
Let me look at my calendar. I wrote it down.
We get 2 weeks off, right?
I think so.
Did you find it on your calendar yet?
Yes, here it is. Our spring break is from April 2nd to April 16th.
Good. That's exactly 2 weeks.
Where are you going?
I'll go home for a week and then go to Florida.
You're going to the beach?
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I bet so, but not as fun as Mexico.
You're going to Mexico?
I've saved money all year with my friends.
You're so lucky.
Dialogue 5. Welcome to the corner bookstore. Can I help you?
Yes, I ordered a book about pottery 2 weeks ago. Is it in yet?
Let me look on our computer.
It's written by Susan Potter.
When did you place the order?
August 11th.
I see. It's been delayed due to shortages.
When will it get here?
I think it should be here within 6 weeks.
But that's the middle of October. I need this book for a class.
I'm sorry. Would you like to cancel your order?
No, I'll just wait until it gets here.
Okay. Sorry about that. Have a good day. Talking about the weather. Dialogue 1. I'm tired of studying. Let's go do something fun.
What do you want to do?
Let's go play catch with a football.
You're right. It's good weather for football.
It's very crisp and cool. It's perfect fall weather.
Fall came pretty late this year.
I know. It's the middle of October already.
The leaves are just beginning to change color.
I get the feeling that it's going to get cold fast.
I agree. Maybe it will snow early.
That would be nice. I like snowball fights.
Let's go play some football.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I've got the ball. Come on.
Dialogue 2. How are things going up on the farm, Ray?
It's not bad, but I'm a little worried about the frost this year.
What makes you say that?
This spring there is supposed to be a cold spell.
Oh, really? That could be bad for your oranges.
I know. I had a bad crop 3 years ago for the same reason.
I hope you get better luck this time.
I hope so, too. We'll have to see what happens.
We had a lot of rain this winter, though.
What difference does that make?
I've been told that's a sign we'll have a warm summer.
I sure hope you're right.
That's what my wife told me anyway.
I think I've heard that before.
Well, good luck. I've got to get to the store.
Okay. See you later.
Dialogue 3. Do you still want to play tennis today?
I'm not sure. It's pretty hot outside.
I was noticing that. You want to wait until another time?
I think I would. The weatherman said it was only going to get hotter today.
What makes it so bad is that it's so humid.
I know. I'm sweating just sitting here.
I heard that this was going to be a hot summer.
I can believe it on a day like this. It's only May.
Yeah, imagine what August will be like.
I guess I'll be running the air conditioner a lot.
Remember when mine broke last summer?
That's right. I almost forgot. Your house was so hot inside after that happened.
I got it fixed, but maybe I should buy a new one just to be safe.
That's a good idea. Instead of tennis, let's go get an air conditioner.
How about we go to that new hardware store? I think they're having a sale.
Good idea. I'll drive.
Dialogue 4.
This is a great summer job, working in a national park.
Tell me about it. We get to spend so much time in the woods. It's great.
I am worried about how hot and dry it is, though.
Why is that? You don't like the heat?
It's not that. I'm worried about forest fires. This is perfect weather for them.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I'd hate for that to happen.
It's bad enough that so many campers start illegal fires.
This dry weather will only make it worse.
I guess we should make sure all the campers understand the rules about fires.
We should also keep our eyes open for any fires that could get out of control.
A fire in this weather could destroy thousands of acres.
Stop thinking about it. That's bad luck.
You're just superstitious. There's no such thing as bad luck.
Maybe not, but I still don't want to think about it.
I guess you're right. Let's just enjoy the outdoors.
I agree, but still keep our eyes open for fires. Dialogue 5.
What do you want to do tonight?
I don't know. I'm not feeling too good.
What's wrong? You sound kind of sick.
I think I'm getting a cold.
Maybe we should stay in tonight.
I think I'm sick from that camping trip yesterday.
That's right. I heard it rained up in the mountains.
It did rain pretty heavily. I forgot to bring an extra pair of socks.
Really? You walked all day in wet socks?
Yeah, now I'm paying for that decision.
Just get in bed. I'll make you some chicken soup.
Thanks, that would be nice.
Just promise me one thing.
Sure, what's that?
Make sure you pack extra socks next time.
I promise. Asking for help. Dialogue 1. Hey Heather, are you busy this afternoon?
I don't think so. Why?
I was having trouble in our biology class.
Do you need my help?
Yeah, I do.
Did you want to meet this afternoon?
I was hoping we could meet. Is that okay with you?
It's no problem. What do you need help with?
The different theories of plant reproduction.
Anything in particular?
No, I just keep getting them mixed up with one another.
Oh, I see. Well, I took some pretty good notes on that subject.
Great, I could use the help. Do you want to meet in the library?
That's fine. I'll see you there.
Dialogue 2. What seems to be the trouble?
I think I just had a flat tire.
You sure did. I wonder what caused it to blow out like that.
I have no idea. Maybe the tires were just old.
Do you need any help?
Actually, do you have tools for changing a tire?
Yes, I do. Do you mean a tire iron and a jack?
Yes. Could you loan them to me?
Let me go get them. Wait just 1 second.
Thanks. I appreciate this very much.
No problem. I'm just glad to be of assistance.
I'm very grateful. I have to be at work, and I was worried that I would be late.
Don't worry about that. You'll be back on the road in no time. Dialogue 3. Hey, Sarah, what are you doing this weekend?
I didn't have any plans. I was thinking about studying.
Why don't you come play softball?
Where do you play softball?
Some of my friends and I have formed a team. We need another player.
I don't know if I should. I'm not very good.
It would really help us out.
What position would I play?
You could play wherever you wanted. It doesn't really matter.
Do you practice every day?
No, we mostly practice on weekends.
I guess I could come out and play. What day should I come?
Saturday at 4 o'clock.
I'll see you there.
Dialogue 4. I've got a real problem.
What's the problem?
I've got to get a birthday gift for my wife.
Oh, that is a problem. What are you going to get her?
Do you have any suggestions? I was hoping you could help.
Buy her some jewelry.
That's too easy. I need to get something more thoughtful.
Don't ask me then. I'm not good at being thoughtful.
Good point. What did you get your wife for her birthday?
I got her a car.
Really? You bought her a car?
No, I'm joking. I bought her a nice watch.
That's a good idea, but it's not good enough.
Well, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Dialogue 5. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for your history books section.
Are you looking for a particular area of history?
Actually, do you have any books on Chinese history?
Yes, we do. Follow me, please.
I'm glad to hear that. Many bookstores do not have much about Chinese history.
I'm surprised to hear that. We have many books.
Do you have any books about Mao Zedong?
Yes, but we should first check the biography section, since he is a specific person.
You're right. Of course, the biography section would be better.
Here you go. Will this help?
Yes, this book looks good.
Okay, let me know if you need any more help.
Thanks, I will.
Asking the way. Dialogue 1.
Hey, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I'm looking for an address. 524 Maryland Avenue.
Let me think. Maryland Avenue?
Any ideas?
Oh yeah, I know. It's about 1 mile over that way.
Do you mean to the northwest?
Yes, that's right. It's over by the new stadium.
Could you tell me how to get there?
Sure, you go up Monroe. That's the street right there.
Okay, got it. For how long should I walk?
Maybe 4 blocks. Then you take a right on Fulton.
Okay, I think I understand.
Then go down Fulton for maybe half a mile. You'll see Maryland Avenue on your left.
That sounds easy enough. Thanks.
No problem. Good luck. Dialogue 2. Excuse me, you seem lost.
Actually, I am a little lost. I thought the art museum was around here.
Oh no, the art museum is on the other side of town.
Isn't this Washington Street?
It is, but the art museum is on East Washington Street. This is West Washington.
Oh, that explains it. So I just go back down Washington, right?
Not really. This street ends at Jefferson Street.
What do I do there?
Take a left on Jefferson. Go up just 1 block.
Okay, I see that on this map.
Good. After 1 block on Jefferson, you'll see East Washington on your right.
I guess the art museum will be there.
Actually, you'll need to go another half mile down East Washington. It's easy to see, though, once you get there.
Thanks. This saves me a lot of trouble.
Dialogue 3. We are so lost. Where's the highway?
Let me get out the map.
We've been driving up and down this street forever.
I'm looking on the map right now.
Try to find Interstate 97.
I'm trying.
Do you see anything familiar?
Which street are we on?
Baker Street. We're going north on Baker Street.
I've found out where we are. You need to turn around and go south.
Okay, what do I do after that?
Drive until you see Green Street, then go left.
And where do I go after I get to Green Street?
From there, you'll see exit signs for 97. We should be fine.
Dialogue 4.
Hey, buddy, could you help me out?
Maybe. What do you need?
There's supposed to be some famous clam restaurant around here. Do you know anything about it?
Let me think. Do you know the name?
Not really. It's something like Simmons or Sullivan's.
Oh, yeah. Sullivan's Clam House. That's right nearby.
Can you tell me how to get there?
Sure. Just go 2 blocks up Cooper Street.
That's this street, right?
Right. You'll get to the dock area. Then go to your right just a few yards.
I think I've got it.
You should see it then. It's got a large sign out front.
Thanks a lot. This makes my evening a lot easier.
Good luck and good eating. Dialogue 5. Excuse me, do you work here?
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for the baggage claim area.
Well, you need to go down to the first level.
I thought I was on the first level.
No, this is the second level. Go down to the first level. The stairs are over there.
Okay, I see.
Good. On the first level, you'll see signs for the baggage claim area.
Where's that area?
It's on the far end of the first area.
Past the information desk?
Yes, go past the information desk.
Thanks. I'll give that a try. Expressing opinions. Dialogue 1.
I hate driving to work this way.
Do you mean on South Street?
Yeah, it's the shortest route, but the road is in such bad condition.
I have noticed a lot of bumps in the road.
How could you not notice?
I think it's easy for me to ignore since I'm the passenger.
Well, I'm sick of it. They never do any repairs here.
Yes, but if they did road work, they would cause traffic delays.
Sure, but it would only be for a short time.
You'd still complain.
No, I wouldn't. This is worse because it damages my car.
That's true. Maybe we should go a different way to work.
I'm starting to agree.
Well, let's detour here at King Street.
It might make us late, but I'll give it a try.
Dialogue 2. I'm tired of studying. I'm going home.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to watch the boxing match on TV tonight.
That's horrible.
Why do you say that? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about boxing. It should be banned.
What? Why?
It's not a real sport. It's just fighting to entertain people. It's so uncivilized.
I disagree. It teaches people about courage and determination.
That's nonsense. You watch just to see two men beat each other up.
No one forced them to fight each other.
Really? Then how come it's mostly poor people who box? They don't have any other choice.
Maybe you're completely right, but I'm still going home to watch the fight.
You should be ashamed.
I am. See you later. Dialogue 3. I'm not happy with our new boss.
Why not?
He doesn't do anything. He just tells everyone else what to do.
He's the boss. Isn't it his job to tell other people what to do?
No, his job is to direct other people, not have them do his work for him.
What do you mean?
I mean that he even has other people go to meetings for him while he goes home early.
He doesn't even go to his own meetings?
No, he just comes in for the morning. After giving out a list of what he wants done, he goes home by lunchtime.
That's terrible. How long has he been your boss?
About a month, but not for much longer.
Why do you say that?
I'm going to see what I can do to get him replaced by the company.
Good luck. I hope you're successful.
Dialogue 4. I don't think schools are as good as they used to be.
Why do you say that?
Have you read the newspapers lately?
I haven't read anything about the schools.
Math test scores are lower than ever.
Do you think that's the fault of the schools?
I can't imagine any other reason.
That's true. I wonder why schools are getting worse, though.
In my opinion, it's getting more difficult to find good teachers.
Well, they certainly don't pay them enough.
I agree. Besides, I don't think they get enough respect.
When my son gets old enough, I may send him to a private school.
I agree. I think I'll do the same. Dialogue 5.
I think the mayor is doing a good job this year.
That's a change from your old opinion.
I know, but he's surprised me with how well he is doing.
What makes you say that?
He's doing a really good job with city services, for example.
Like what?
He's cut back on unneeded spending while hiring more police officers.
He hasn't done such a good job with the roads, though.
I'll admit that the roads still need work, but no one is perfect.
You can say that because you take the bus to get to work. I have to drive.
That's true, but maybe you should take the bus as well.
What else do you think he's doing better?
He's gotten rid of a lot of corruption in the government.
I have to agree with that. You would not have said such good things about the mayor before.
I know, but my opinion's changed. I hope he keeps doing such a good job.
If he does, then maybe I'll share your opinion of the mayor. Schools and education. Dialogue 1. So, now that we've graduated from high school, what are you going to do?
I've decided to go to college.
Have you decided on a college yet?
I've narrowed down my choices between two schools,
Which two schools?
New York University and Stanford.
What do you like about New York University?
I like that it is in the middle of New York City, so I will always have things to do.
What kinds of things?
I can go to the theater to see plays, go shopping, and visit Central Park.
That sounds great. Why would you ever want to go to Stanford?
Well, Stanford has its benefits too.
Like what?
Since it's in Southern California, the weather is warm and sunny for most of the year.
That sounds nice. I guess you have a hard decision to make.
I sure do. My father says that choosing the right college is the most important decision a young person can make.
I think he's right. You should take some time to think about it.
I have to make a decision soon.
When do you have to make a decision by?
April 1st.
That's soon. Well, good luck.
Thanks, I'll need it.
Dialogue 2.
Excuse me.
Can I help you out?
I hope so. Do you know where the administration building is located?
It's on the north side of the campus.
Can you give me directions?
No problem. Just keep following the brick path straight, then make a right. The administration building should be on your left.
Thank you so much. Today is my first day here and I'm completely lost.
Things must be very confusing to you. When I first came to college, I was completely lost.
How long have you attended this school?
3 years now. I'm a junior.
I guess it's a lucky thing that I ran into you.
So, why do you need to go to the administration building?
I didn't receive a room assignment for the dormitory, so I need to find out what room I'll be living in.
That's too bad. I hope they can help you out.
I hope so too.
Can I help you with anything else?
Actually, can you also tell me how to get to the cafeteria?
It's easy. It's right behind the administration building.
How convenient. I can get my room assignment and then eat lunch.
Since it's your first day, would you like me to walk you to the administration building?
That would be great. I can't thank you enough.
Dialogue 3. Have you decided on the classes you want to take this semester?
Not yet.
Why not? Registration is next week.
There are just too many choices. I can't seem to decide.
Well, what interests you?
I really like art classes.
What kind of art classes?
I really want to take a painting course.
Why don't you?
Because it is at the same time as the mathematics class my father wants me to take.
Why does he want you to take this math class?
He thinks that is more practical than an art class.
Will you listen to your father?
Probably so.
What other classes are you interested in?
There's a guitar class that I would like to take.
I didn't know you wanted to learn how to play the guitar.
Well, yes, I've wanted to learn now for many years.
Will you take it?
Well, my father wants me to take a chemistry course that is offered at the same time.
You should take at least one class that really appeals to you.
You're right. I'll compromise. I'll take the math course and the guitar class. That way both of us can be happy.
Jobs and careers. Dialogue 1.
Wasn't the graduation ceremony fantastic?
Yes, it really was. I'm so glad we're finally finished with college.
Yeah, college was definitely fun, but I'm ready to get started with a career.
What kind of job do you want to get?
I majored in art. I concentrated on computer graphics. I hope to get a job creating computer art for companies.
Do you have a job yet?
Maybe. I had a very good interview for a job with an advertisement company.
When will they let you know if you got the job?
I should know by next week.
I bet you can't wait to find out.
I'm really nervous because I want the job very badly. How about you?
I'm really not sure what kind of career I want to pursue.
What did you major in?
I majored in biology.
Was there any subject in your studies that you really liked?
I was very fascinated by marine biology.
So why don't you become a marine biologist?
Well, that would require me to continue my education. I would have to get a master's degree in order to find a job in that field.
Don't you want to go back to school?
I applied and got into a school, but I don't know if I can afford it right now. If I can get a scholarship or a government loan, then I can go to graduate school. If not, I'll have to get a job and save some money for tuition.
Have you applied for any financial aid yet?
Yes, and I should know any day now if I got any aid.
Good luck to you on going to graduate school.
Same to you on your job. Dialogue 2. Hey there, Kitty. How's it going?
Terrible.
Why?
I hate my job.
That's too bad. What's the matter with your job?
I don't get along with my boss.
Is he unfair to you?
He sure is. He always criticizes my work in front of all the other workers.
That must be very embarrassing.
My work is just as good as my coworkers, but he's only unhappy with my work.
Have you discussed this with him?
He says that he treats me just like everyone else, but I don't feel that is true.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm trying to find a new job.
What have you done to find one?
Well, I asked my friends if they know about any job openings, and I read the classified section of the newspaper every day.
Any leads?
I have a few interviews scheduled for next week.
I hope things work out for you.
Me too. I want to find a new job as soon as possible.
Let me know if I can do anything to help you out.
Do you think you can give me a character reference if I have to supply one?
Absolutely. I'll let everyone know what a hard and dependable worker you are. Dialogue 3. Hello, are you Kate?
Yes, how did you know?
I've been expecting you. My name is Eric, and I will be the person training you for your new job.
That's wonderful. I just want to let you know that I am really eager to learn.
I'm happy to hear that. The company always likes workers that show a willingness to work hard.
I've been really excited about starting this new job and have many questions to ask.
Hopefully, I can answer them for you. Let me show you around the office first.
Great!
This is your desk and computer.
Will the boss mind if I have some personal items on my desk?
We usually discourage too many personal items, but don't mind a few small personal pictures. Just nothing that would interfere with a professional environment.
I understand completely.
So, what were some of those questions you mentioned earlier?
How long do I have for a lunch break?
All the employees get a 1-hour break. We expect everyone to get back on time from lunch.
Certainly. Also, what is the company policy on taking leave for a vacation?
Everyone gets 2 weeks of paid vacation. We require that all employees ask for time off at least 3 weeks in advance. The company will notify you if your request was approved.
Finally, what is the office dress code?
Most of the time, we expect formal dress. Men should wear suits and ties. Women should wear skirts or dresses. However, we do have exceptions to this on Fridays. We call them Casual Fridays. On Fridays, we let our employees wear more casual clothes, such as slacks or jeans.
I'll have to remember that.
Do you have any more questions, or would you like to start working?
I can't think of any more right now, but can I ask you later?
Most definitely. You can find me anytime. I hope you enjoy working here.
I'm sure I will.
Hobbies and pastimes. Dialogue 1.
Hi there.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while.
Sorry about that. I've been really busy.
So, what's kept you so busy that you couldn't keep in touch with your friends?
I took a vacation to New Zealand for 3 weeks.
That sounds awesome. Why did you choose to go to New Zealand?
Because there I could do one of my favorite hobbies.
What's that?
My favorite hobby is bungee jumping.
What's that?
You tie a long elastic cord around your ankle and then jump off something very high, such as a cliff, bridge, or building.
Are you kidding?
No. Why would you think I was kidding?
Because it is so dangerous.
No, it's not. If you do it correctly and follow the proper safety precautions, it's not that dangerous.
Aren't you scared?
Of course, but that's what makes it exciting and fun.
I think I would be too frightened to try that.
Why?
I would imagine that the rope would break, and I would fall to my death.
That won't happen if you choose responsible people who will follow the safety rules.
Still, I think I will stick to knitting. It's not so scary.
You just don't know what you're missing.
Dialogue 2. Hi, Susan.
Hello there, Jack. I didn't hear you come up.
Am I interrupting you from doing anything important?
No, I'm just passing some free time.
What do you like to do in your free time?
One of my favorite things to do is to read a good book on the couch.
Isn't that boring?
I don't think so.
I prefer to do active things, such as playing sports.
Oh, I enjoy sports too, but reading gives me a chance to relax.
But it's so dull.
How can you think that? Books let you imagine that you are in so many exciting new situations.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I really like adventure stories. I especially like the ones where people travel to far-off places and they meet very different cultures. Doesn't that sound exciting?
I guess so, but wouldn't you like to play soccer with me instead?
How about we play soccer today? But let me recommend a book that you won't think is boring. I think that after you read it, you will find it so thrilling that you won't ever think books are boring again.
Sounds good. I always want to try new hobbies. Maybe you will want to try out some sports other than soccer.
What else can you show me how to play?
Oh, all kinds of sports. Tennis, swimming, rugby, and basketball, just to name a few.
Only if you agreed to read some different kinds of books as well.
It's a deal. Dialogue 3. Hi, Jane.
Oh, good. It's you, Bobby. You're just the person I wanted to see.
Is that so? Then I'm glad I ran into you.
I was wondering if you could tell me where you find baseball cards to collect.
Sure. There's one store on Main Street where I go to buy a lot of baseball cards. It's very popular.
Do you remember the name?
It's called Joey's Baseball Memorabilia.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Why the sudden interest in baseball cards?
My son just became interested in baseball, and he wants to start his own collection of baseball cards. I remembered that you have been collecting cards for years and should know many good places he can get cards.
Tell him it's a great hobby. I've collected them since I was a little boy.
Do you think your collection is very valuable?
Definitely. My collection is worth many thousands of dollars.
That much?
I own several cards that are very rare, so that makes them very expensive.
I hope my son enjoys this hobby as much as you seem to.
It's much better than collecting other things like stamps, shells, or dolls.
Thanks for your help.
Shopping. Dialogue 1.
Carrie, can I get your opinion on something?
Yeah, what can I help you out with?
Do you think this dress is too expensive?
Well, $200 is pretty expensive.
But I really like it a lot.
Do you think that you will wear it often?
I'm not sure. It's pretty formal, and I don't have many opportunities to dress up.
It's probably not a very practical thing to buy.
I guess I won't.
Do you think this sweater will look good on me?
Don't know. Why don't you try it on?
Okay. Carrie goes into the dressing room, tries on the sweater, then comes out to show Sophie. What do you think?
I really like the color on you, but it's too large.
I agree. I'll go find it in a smaller size.
Do you want to go to another store or call it a day?
I still need to find a skirt.
Why do you have to find a skirt?
I need a new skirt to wear to a job interview I have for tomorrow.
What length skirt are you looking to buy?
I want to find a knee-length skirt.
In what color?
I think black looks very professional.
I agree. I'll help you pick one out.
Dialogue 2.
Would you like to buy some melons?
No, not really.
Why not?
You know I don't like melons.
But they are so delicious and very good for you.
I still don't like the taste. Why don't we buy some apples instead?
Okay, would you like red or yellow?
I would prefer red.
How many would you like to buy?
I don't know. How much do they cost?
They are $1.50 per pound.
Let's buy 5 pounds.
Is that too many?
Well, I was hoping that you would make an apple pie.
Of course. I should have remembered that is your favorite dessert.
Will it be too much trouble?
No, I should have some time to bake it tomorrow. Help me pick out some nice apples.
How can you tell if they are good?
Make sure that they are very red and firm. Apples that have soft spots are old.
I should let you pick out the apples, since you know what to look for. I'll go get the flour and sugar for the pie.
We have sugar at home, but I will need more flour. Also, could you pick up some eggs and butter too? We're almost out.
Sugar, eggs, and butter. Is that all?
We also need milk, cheese, and yogurt.
I better write this down so that I remember it all. Dialogue 3.
Are you sure you want to spend this much money right now?
I have to. I really need a computer, and my parents said that they would lend me some money since the computer is for schoolwork.
What kind of computer do you want to buy?
I'd really like a laptop, but I don't think I can afford one.
You're right. They're really expensive, but so convenient. Wouldn't a laptop be much more useful because you could take it to the library to study?
I'll try to see if there are any in my price range.
What's your price range?
I would like to spend between $1,000 and $1,500.
You should be able to afford a basic laptop for that price range.
I really wanted one of the top-of-the-line computers.
How much do they cost?
They cost about $4,000, but they can do all kinds of things. They have very fast internet connections and loads of memory, while only weighing very little.
That sounds great. But it seems that your ideal computer is very far out of your price range.
I know. I couldn't possibly spend so much on a computer right now. Christmas is only a month away.
And do you have to buy many presents?
I come from a very large family. I have 7 brothers and sisters, so that means I have many presents to buy.
I am an only child, so I just need to pick out a gift for my parents. Is it very hard to choose something for so many people?
Not really. I am very close to my family, so I usually can guess what each person will like.
Still, that is a lot of shopping you have to get done. Have you started yet?
No, I always wait until the last minute and have to rush to get everything bought and wrapped up in time.
That is a very bad habit. The stores are very crowded the week before Christmas, so it's best to get your shopping done early.
Perhaps I'll buy some presents today after I get my computer.
Good idea.
Thanks for the advice. Job hunting. Dialogue 1.
Mary is interviewing for a job. Mr. Johnson is the person giving the interview for the company Mary wants to work for.
How are you today, Mary?
I'm fine, sir. And yourself?
I am doing very well. Shall we begin the interview?
Yes, I'm eager to begin, even though I'm very nervous.
You shouldn't be nervous. After reading your resume, I believe that you are highly qualified to work here. You would be an asset to the company.
Thank you very much for the compliment.
First of all, would you tell me about your education, please?
I graduated at the top of my class from Harvard Law School. I concentrated in business law.
Very impressive. Harvard is a very prestigious school.
Yes, I believe I was very fortunate to attend it.
Why would you like to work for our company?
Your business has a very good reputation for rewarding its employees that work hard and well.
Yes, we take pride in the fact that we treat our employees very well. Do you believe that you will fit in well here?
I believe I will. I'm very responsible and will work long hours to make sure that my work is done on time and correctly.
That is very good to hear. Employers like to have employees that are eager to do good work.
I'm very eager, sir.
You may call me John.
Thank you, John.
I believe that you are just the kind of person we would like to hire.
I really appreciate this opportunity.
I just have to discuss this with the other managers, but I think that they will agree with me. When can you start?
As soon as possible.
That kind of enthusiasm will take you far in this company. Dialogue 2.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I've been looking for a new job.
Why are you looking for a new job?
My wife was offered a transfer to New York City, so we are going to relocate.
Is her new job worth such a huge change?
Yes, it has a great salary and a much higher position than the one she has now.
It must be a great inconvenience to you to find another job.
Not really. New York City is such a large and important city that it has many job opportunities.
What kind of job would you like to find?
I'd like to find one in the same field as I've been working in.
Have you found anything?
Actually, I've been offered 2 jobs. Now I'm just trying to decide which one to take.
What is the difference between the two?
One is much closer to where we will be living.
Why don't you accept that job?
It doesn't pay as much as the other job.
How far would you have to commute with that one?
About an hour.
Which one do you think you'll take?
The one that pays more, because New York City has a really good public transportation system, so the commute won't be so bad.
Perhaps you can use the time you are commuting to either prepare for work or relax.
I think I will use that time to relax. I'll probably just read the paper or have my morning coffee.
That should make the commute more pleasant.
I think so. House hunting. Dialogue 1. Any luck with the classifieds today?
I found a couple of possibilities in the homes for sale category of the newspaper.
Tell me about them.
I found 3 in our price range. The first one is near a very good school.
But we don't have any kids.
I was thinking about the future. When we do have children, it would be very nice to have a good school nearby for them to go to.
What about the other 2?
The second one is close to your job. You would only have a 10-minute commute.
Now that sounds really great.
The third one is right next to a lovely park. I thought it would be very convenient to take the dog there on weekends.
I'm sure our dog would love that. Does the park allow dogs?
Yes, I checked on that. Since the house doesn't have a very large yard, we would have to have some place for the dog to get some exercise.
Those all sound like possibilities. When would you like to have a look at them?
How about this weekend?
Will they be available to look at?
Yes, 2 of them are having open hours.
At what time?
From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday.
And the other house?
They will show the house by appointment only.
Did you make an appointment?
I called and made an appointment for Saturday at 2:30 in the afternoon. Is that okay with you?
Sure. I hope we can find a new house soon. Our lease of our apartment is almost up.
I'm sure that we will find one before our lease ends.
Dialogue 2.
I hear that you're moving.
It's true. We are moving next month.
It's a shame to see you go. We've been neighbors a long time.
You're right. It's been almost 10 years.
Have you sold the house yet?
Not yet, but the realtor has assured us that it shouldn't be a problem to sell it.
Is that so?
Yes, the realtor told us that our house has some nice features that make it very attractive to buyers.
Like what?
We have a large yard, a swimming pool, and a newly renovated kitchen.
Oh, when did you renovate the kitchen?
Just last year, we had new cabinets put in and replaced all the old appliances with new ones.
That must have been very expensive.
I think it was worth it. Since the kitchen was remodeled, we can sell the house for a higher price. The renovation has let us significantly increase our asking price.
Do you have anyone seriously interested in the house?
We have 2 buyers that want to make a bid on the house.
Do you think that they will give you a good deal?
I think that at least one of them will meet our asking price.
I'm glad things are working out for you, but I'll still miss you and your family. You've been very good neighbors.
Thanks. We'll miss you too. Dialogue 3.
Good afternoon, Mr. Peterson. I have some good news for you.
I was hoping that you might.
I wanted to let you know that the seller of the home that you are interested in will accept your offer.
I'm so glad. I really wanted it, but I was worried that he wouldn't take such a low bid.
It seems he was in a hurry to sell. He has to move to start his new job soon and needs the money to relocate.
Now that he has accepted the offer, what will I have to do next?
I have more good news for you. I heard from the loan company today. They have approved your loan application.
Thank goodness that the loan came through.
I wasn't too worried. Your excellent financial history made your approval a sure thing.
Did I get a good interest rate on the loan?
It's fairly low, and you can renegotiate the terms later.
I'm so glad everything is working out. How much longer will it take to get through all the red tape?
All of the paperwork should be ready by the end of the week. Then you and the seller can sign it all to make everything official.
When will I be able to move in?
The seller has already moved out, so you can move in as soon as the paperwork is signed at the end of the week.
That's soon. I can't believe it.
I'm so glad I could find you a home that you're happy with.
I really appreciate all your hard work. Net surfing. Dialogue 1.
Hello, Chris. Did you want to speak with me?
Yes, teacher. I have a question about the paper assignment.
I would be happy to help you with any of your questions.
I've been having some trouble finding information about my topic.
What have you decided to write your paper on?
I wanted to write my paper on dinosaurs.
That is a very interesting topic.
I've been interested in dinosaurs ever since I was a young kid.
What trouble are you having?
I found some books in the library, but they are very old. Some of them were written over 20 years ago.
Much has been learned about dinosaurs in the past 20 years. You definitely need to find some more current information.
I know, but I really can't afford to buy some of the newer books. They are very expensive.
You don't need to. You can find a lot of information on the internet that is free.
But I don't have a computer, and I've never used the internet before.
First of all, there are computers at the school that are for the students to use. Second, the internet is not difficult to use, and you can learn very quickly how to look up information.
Is it really useful to use the internet?
There are many benefits to using the internet. It offers a tremendous amount of information on all kinds of topics. It's available in one location, and it's free.
Why doesn't everyone just use the internet and forget about libraries?
Well, there is a lot of information on the internet that is untrue. We still need to use books written by professionals to guide us to understand what is true and what is false.
Will you show me how to use it?
Of course. Do you have time tomorrow afternoon after class?
Will it take very long to learn how to use it?
No, it's very easy. Would you like to meet tomorrow?
Yes, thank you very much. Dialogue 2.
Tommy, are you still on the internet?
Yes, Mom, I'll get off in a couple minutes.
Tommy, I think you've been on the internet too much lately.
Oh, Mom, I'm just having some fun.
What are you doing on the internet that takes so long?
I'm just emailing some friends.
Why can't you call them on the phone?
Well, they live really far away. The long-distance calls would be very expensive.
You can't have been emailing all this time. It doesn't take that long to write and send an email.
I've also been doing some homework.
Your teachers let you do homework on the internet?
This is the modern age. Lots of things in school are done on computers.
Okay, I approve of you using the internet for doing your schoolwork. But are you sure that you aren't doing other things?
Sometimes I just like surfing the net.
Surfing the net?
You know, just looking up different topics and learning more about them.
I don't know if I like you doing that.
Why not?
There are many things on the internet that are inappropriate for a boy your age.
I promise not to look at anything I shouldn't.
Just to be sure, I think I'm going to start supervising the things you do on the computer.
I think you are overreacting.
Well, I'm the parent, and you have to listen to me.
Okay. Dialogue 3.
Hey, Evan.
Hi there, Christy. Do you want to meet up later?
Sure. How about at the new Internet Cafe?
What's an internet cafe?
It's a place where people can pay a certain amount to use computers hooked up to the Internet. They also serve drinks and snacks.
Wow, I didn't know that they had places like that.
They're becoming very common.
I wonder why.
Well, the Internet is becoming available all over the world. People are using it for business, education, and just for fun. Internet cafes offer the Internet to people who can't afford to buy their own computers.
You have a computer, so why do you want to go to an internet cafe?
Even people who own their own computers like to go to Internet cafes. It lets you enjoy the Internet with a group of friends. Also, sometimes these places serve great food. The Internet cafe I want to meet at serves great coffee.
This sounds like a great business idea.
Internet cafes are making great money.
Is it really expensive to go to one of these places?
Some are expensive, but some aren't. The place I'm talking about is very reasonable. They charge a set fee for every hour that you use a computer.
How can they tell how long you've been using a computer?
When you sit down to use a computer, they give you a card that marks the time you start. When you finish, they take the card to see how long to charge you for.
Why haven't I heard about this place before?
It hasn't been open very long, but I'm sure you would have heard about it soon. It's becoming very popular.
I'm not very good with computers.
Don't worry. It's very easy to use the Internet. Do you have an email account?
No,
I'll show you how to open an email account and use it.
I'd like that. Sports. Dialogue 1.
Are you going to football practice today, Ethan?
I can't today.
Why not?
I forgot to bring my shoulder pads with me.
I guess you don't want to play without them. You could really get hurt.
Coach is really going to get mad at me for missing practice.
Didn't you miss practice last week?
Yes, I hadn't finished a paper for my history class, and my father wouldn't let me go anywhere until I finished it.
Aren't you worried that the coach is going to cut you from the team?
I sure am. Maybe I can get my older brother to bring me my shoulder pads from home.
I think that's a good idea. You should really do that so you don't miss another practice. It's team policy if you miss 3 practices in a row that you get cut.
I love playing football and wouldn't want that to happen.
The rest of the team would miss you too. You are the star wide receiver, and I don't know if we could win if we lost you.
Thanks for the compliment, but remember, it's a team sport and a team effort.
But you know that you're one of the best players.
In a team sport, one person cannot take all the credit. Every person plays his part and deserves just as much praise.
You're a real team player.
What do you think our chances are of going to the championships?
Pretty good if we can keep players like you on the team. Do you think your brother will bring you your pads?
I think so. He knows how important football is to me.
Well, hope to see you at practice after school.
See you then. Dialogue 2.
It's so unfair.
What is?
The guys' basketball team is getting new uniforms and we aren't.
How come?
It's the same old.
What do you mean?
The guys always get a better deal than we do.
That might be true.
It definitely is. They get more time to practice on the courts than the girls' team, and they got their own bus to transport them to away games.
When you put it like that, it does sound unfair.
I'm going to complain to the administration that this is gender discrimination. They can't treat us differently just because we're girls.
I don't think that it will help.
Why not?
Because the guys' team brings in a lot more money for the school than the girls' team.
I think that's still prejudiced.
People pay more to see the guys play, and therefore the school gives them more perks than the girls. I don't think things are going to change.
Well, I'm still going to file a complaint. I might even go to the school newspaper and have them tell our side of the story.
This kind of thing has been happening for years, and it's not going to change immediately.
Well, it's still worth a try. Nothing's going to change unless we try.
I'm not too hopeful, but I will go with you. Dialogue 3.
Hi, Rich.
Hey, Vicky. Stop calling me Rich. You know I hate that nickname. I prefer Richard.
Sorry, I forgot. It won't happen again.
No problem.
Have you been following the Olympics?
Of course, it's very exciting.
What's your favorite event?
I like watching the swimming events. I used to swim in college.
Personally, I like gymnastics.
Why?
They are so strong and skillful. I admired them for all the time and effort they put into their sport.
What other sports do you watch?
I watch hockey and basketball.
Do you like boxing?
No, it's too violent. I don't think it's good for people to get hit. Boxers get seriously injured.
I like boxing. It's very thrilling.
I prefer sports where people have to work as a team instead of fighting.
There is a lot of skill in boxing. Boxers train very hard for many years in order to be in the Olympics.
I understand that. Boxing is just not the kind of sport I like.
Well, I guess I can't convince you. Holidays and vacations. Dialogue 1. Are you going home for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I'm really excited about seeing my family.
When was the last time you saw your family?
I haven't seen them since the 4th of July. We had a barbecue for the holiday.
I'm sure that you've missed them a lot.
I have.
Will you drive home?
No, it's too far and would take too long. I have decided to go by train.
Why not go by plane if you were worried about time?
I couldn't get a plane ticket. Thanksgiving is one of the airline industry's busiest times of the year, so I had to settle for a train.
Do you have a very large family?
Yes, I have 3 sisters and 4 brothers.
Wow, your parents had 8 children. That's really unusual nowadays.
Yes, but my parents both come from big families, too. My mom is one of 6 children, and my dad is one of 7.
Thanksgiving dinner must be very crowded with all of your aunts and uncles.
Definitely. We have a family tradition of gathering at my grandparents' home for dinner.
Your mother's parents or your father's?
My mother's parents. My grandparents on my father's side are dead.
I'm sorry.
Will you visit your family?
Regretfully, I cannot.
Why not?
My parents live overseas. They are in Germany. I will visit them for Christmas, so I cannot afford a plane ticket to see them at Thanksgiving.
That is a shame. Why don't you come with me and have dinner with my family?
I wouldn't want to impose.
It's no imposition. We have so many people to feed at dinner that one more won't matter. Anyway, no one should spend Thanksgiving alone.
I would love to spend Thanksgiving with your family. Dialogue 2. 2 parents discuss Christmas plans for their children.
Did you buy Timmy the train set he wanted?
Yes, and it wasn't easy.
Why not?
It was very difficult to find, and the stores were very crowded.
That's to be expected. The Christmas season is the biggest shopping time of the year. All stores are very busy.
At least the train was on sale.
Oh, that's good. We've spent so much on Christmas this year that every little bit helps.
Did you get Katie the doll she asked Santa Claus for?
I tried my best, but I couldn't find the exact one she wanted.
What did you get her instead?
I got her a doll that is close to what she asked for. It has brown hair instead of blonde.
I'm sure that you will like it anyway.
We better buy a Christmas tree soon. All the good ones will be gone if we wait much longer.
Why don't we go tomorrow?
Good. We don't have any plans tomorrow, so we should have time to buy a tree and decorate it too.
I guess I better get out the Christmas ornaments. Do you know where we put them?
The ornaments are in the attic. You'd better get out the Christmas lights too while you're up there.
I'd almost forgotten that. I always hate putting up the Christmas lights on the house. Climbing up the ladder in the cold is not my idea of fun.
But the children love seeing the house decorated for Christmas.
I know. Will you have time to wrap all the presents we bought?
I'll have to do it while the children are at school. I don't want to risk them seeing their presents.
That would really ruin the surprise of Christmas morning.
That's one of my favorite parts of Christmas. The children's surprised faces when they open their presents under the tree on Christmas morning.
Me too. Dialogue 3.
Aren't you excited about the coming summer vacation?
Absolutely. 3 whole months without any classes. What are you doing for the summer?
I have an internship at a museum.
What's an internship?
An internship is where a business or organization provides a temporary job for students to have an opportunity to learn about the job they are interested in getting after graduation.
What will you be doing?
I'm researching information on the lives of Native Americans before the European settlers arrived.
Will you be living at home with your parents?
No, the museum is in another state. I will be staying with some family friends who were kind enough to offer me a place to stay for the summer.
How long is the internship?
Almost 3 months, so for the length of the vacation.
Won't your parents miss you?
Yes, but they know that this internship is good for my future career. What are your plans for the summer?
I'm just going to get a job at my father's company.
What does the company do?
The company builds homes.
And what will your job be at the company?
I'm just going to answer phones and learn the ropes.
Are you going to work in your father's company after you graduate?
Probably.
You don't sound very excited.
It's a family tradition that the son takes over the company. My great-grandfather founded the business. When he retired, my grandfather took over, and then my father. My family expects me to continue the tradition.
Don't you think you will enjoy running the family business?
I think I will like it well enough. Traveling. Dialogue 1. Excuse me, do you speak English?
A little.
I'm afraid I'm lost. Can you help me?
Of course. Is this your first time visiting China?
Yes, it is all very confusing.
Where are you trying to go?
To the Fujian Bank on Beijing Road.
I'm sorry, but that's on the other side of the city. You are very far from where you want to be.
Oh no, I have a business meeting I must get to.
Would you like to take a bus there?
How long will that take?
Almost an hour.
No, the meeting is at 3 o'clock and it's already 2:30.
How about a taxi? That will only take about 20 minutes.
That sounds good. How will I tell the driver where to go?
Do you speak Chinese?
No. Do many taxi drivers speak English?
Not really. Most do not know enough English to help you.
What will I do?
I will help you get a taxi. Then I will tell the driver where to go in Chinese.
Thank you so much.
If you stay long in China, you should learn some Chinese.
I will have to. I'm staying here on business for 6 months.
Then you must learn or you will have many problems.
Dialogue 2. Bonjour.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, excuse me. I thought you were French.
No, I'm British.
Are you a tourist here in France?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I don't know any French.
Bonjour means hello. What do you think of France?
I'm enjoying myself very much.
France is known all over the world for its food. Have you tried any?
I've had some wonderful cheese, also some wine.
French wines are very famous, especially champagne. It's sparkling white wine.
I've also enjoyed many pastries.
How long will you be visiting France?
I'm staying for 2 weeks. I'm traveling all over the country.
Where have you been so far?
I've been to the Riviera.
Have you been to Paris?
Not yet.
You cannot visit France without seeing its most famous city.
I plan to leave for Paris in 3 days. I really want to see the Eiffel Tower.
I must go now. Have a safe trip.
Thank you for talking with me. I enjoyed our conversation.
Dialogue 3.
Hey there, you look bewildered.
I am.
Are you new to Australia?
Yes, I just got here yesterday.
Where are you from?
The U.S., from California.
What are you having trouble with?
I'm trying to exchange money. Do you know where I can do that?
There is a bank right down this street.
Thanks so much.
Are you finding it difficult to adjust?
A little, but at least everyone speaks English. When I was in Vietnam, it was a lot harder to adjust.
Do you speak any Vietnamese?
I didn't when I arrived, but then I learned a few phrases in the 3 weeks I was there.
Is it hard to learn Vietnamese?
It is difficult because it's very different from English.
Why were you in Vietnam?
Just on vacation, I was curious about Vietnam, so I decided to visit.
Well, here you won't have to learn a new language, but you'll have to learn the way we say some things.
Yes, you Australians have some very interesting idioms.
Are you staying long?
I'll be here for a year. I'm studying at a university in Sydney.
I hope you will enjoy your stay.
I'm sure I will. Movies. Dialogue 1. Want to see a movie?
Sure, which one?
There are several I'd like to see.
What kind of movies do you like to watch?
Romantic comedies, but I also like dramas too.
Do you like science fiction movies? There is a movie I'm dying to see about an expedition that goes to Mars and encounters a space alien.
I don't think so. I don't really like science fiction movies, but I'll go if you really have your heart set on that movie.
No, let's go see something we'll both enjoy.
How about the historical movie about World War II?
That's too depressing.
How about a comedy?
That sounds like fun. Do you have one in mind?
Yes, it's about animals that can talk.
That sounds like it will be funny.
There's one problem.
What's that?
I've forgotten the name of it, but I think I could recognize it if I saw it.
Why don't we check the newspaper listings for movie showtimes?
I don't have a newspaper. Do you?
No, but we could also call the theater and listen to the recording of all the showtimes.
Good thinking.
Would you like to see a matinee or an evening show?
I'm a little short on money, so I'd prefer a matinee.
Me too, but we'd better hurry up if we want to catch a matinee.
Dialogue 2. Mom, can I ask you a favor?
What is it, son?
Could I have some money to see a movie?
What happened to your allowance? I just gave it to you a couple of days ago.
I bought a jacket I wanted. I really needed it since it's starting to get cold.
But you couldn't have possibly spent all of your allowance on just one jacket.
Well, the jacket was pretty expensive.
I guess I will lend you the money, but you should learn to spend your money more wisely.
I will, but can I have the money now? My friends are waiting on me.
Before I give you the money, I want to know which movie you're going to see.
The new gangster movie. It just came out today.
I don't know if I want you watching a movie like that. Those kinds of movies are very violent.
But all my friends are going.
What is it rated?
It's rated R.
Actually, none of you can get in to see that movie.
Why not?
You must be 17 years old to see an R-rated movie unless you have an adult accompanying you. Do you have an adult to go with you?
No? Will you come with us?
Only if your friends get their parents' permission to see the movie.
I'll get them to.
I guess that will be okay. But if I think that the movie is too violent, then we are leaving.
I'll just die of embarrassment if you do that.
Well, that's the only way I'll agree to go.
I guess I don't have any other choice if I want to see the movie. Dialogue 3. He's so cute.
Who?
The movie star in this picture. Don't you think he's cute?
I don't know. Isn't he a little short?
Well, I like him, and I'm going to see his new movie as soon as it comes out.
When is it coming out?
Next month. I've been waiting so long. I first heard about it in a television interview he gave last year.
What is the movie about?
I'm not too sure.
Who else is in it?
Don't really know.
Where is it set?
I don't know that either.
Why would you want to see a movie that you know nothing about?
I already told you, because he is in it.
Isn't it silly to see a movie you have no idea about just because of one actor?
No, he's my absolute favorite actor, and the fact he is in it is reason enough for me to watch it.
Aren't you going a little overboard?
No, I love him. I've seen all his movies and collect pictures and magazine articles about him.
I just don't see what's so great about him.
He's handsome, a great actor, and very generous. He gives a lot to many kinds of charity.
I have to admire him for his concern about society. What kinds of charities does he support?
All kinds. Organizations that help the homeless, save endangered animals, and inform the public about the problem of AIDS.
I guess he's a nice person, but I still don't think he has a lot of acting ability.
Well, I suppose we will have to agree to disagree on this one. Radio and television. Dialogue 1.
Could you turn down the car radio?
Why? I love this song.
It's just too loud. I can feel the vibrations from the speakers.
It's not that loud. You're just exaggerating.
Maybe, but could you please turn it down anyway?
Fine. I don't understand why it's such a problem.
I think that all the noise might distract you from driving.
No way. Loud music doesn't at all interfere with my driving.
I would just be more comfortable if we didn't have the music blaring so loud.
Well, do you mind if I change the station?
No, go ahead. What station are you going to change it to?
Don't know. I'm just going to flip until I find something that strikes me.
How about a talk radio station?
I like music better.
But some of the shows are good. Some are quite informative on many different subjects, and others are just funny.
I think they're boring. I like listening to music when I'm in the car. I don't even like it when radio stations break for commercials.
Why don't you listen to a tape or a CD instead?
I still like the easy variety of the radio. You would have to have many different tapes or CDs to get the kind of selection you can get on the radio.
True. If you get tired of one station, you can just change to another.
Also, the radio is safer. When I'm driving, it is easier to switch radio channels than to change a CD. I would first have to pick a new one, take the old one out, and then replace it with the new one. During all that, I wouldn't be concentrating on driving.
I'm glad that you're concerned about safety when driving.
Dialogue 2.
David, are you still watching television?
Just a little while longer, Mom.
You said that an hour ago. I think you should turn it off and find something else to do.
There isn't anything else.
What are you talking about? It's a beautiful day outside. Why not get some fresh air?
That's so dull. What am I supposed to do outside?
You could play a sport.
There's no one to play with. All my friends are away.
Find something else to do. Sitting in front of the television all day is really unhealthy.
No, it's not.
You're getting no exercise, and watching the screen for so long is ruining your eyesight.
This once is not going to hurt me.
But it's not just once. You've been developing a bad habit of watching too much television. When you come home from school, all you do is sit and watch it for hours.
But there's some really educational programs on TV.
If you want education, read a book. Nevertheless, why don't we compromise?
How?
You may watch as many educational programs as you like, but that's it.
But what about the other shows I like?
As for the other programs, you can only watch an hour a day.
That's too short.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that's the way it will have to be. You've shown that you cannot limit your television watching on your own.
I think it's unreasonable.
In any case, you're only 12, so you have to listen to me.
Dialogue 3. Hey, Anne, why don't you come over to my place?
Sure, but why do you seem so excited?
I want to show you something.
What's new at your place?
I just got a satellite dish installed.
Really?
I'm really thrilled.
I would be too. I expect I'll be over a lot to watch television at your place.
Can you believe it? Over 100 different channels.
That's a lot more than I have with just basic cable television.
I think it's worth every penny.
Was it very expensive?
Very. But just think of all the programs I can watch at any given time of the day.
Such as?
Some channels just show movies all day long. Others have sports. The channels get very specialized. Some just have cooking programs.
Too bad you have such a small TV. It would be great to see all those shows on a big screen TV.
Actually, I already thought of that. There's no point in getting a satellite dish if you don't have a good television to watch the programs on.
Did you buy a TV too?
I bought a big screen television at the same time I purchased the satellite dish.
How can you afford all that?
I just got a new job that pays very well, so I decided to treat myself.
I'm happy for you. I'll be over this evening to check it all out.
Newspapers and magazines. Dialogue 1.
Have you read today's newspaper?
No.
Why not? Don't you like to keep up to date?
Yes, I do, but I don't get the newspaper every day.
You don't?
I can't afford to have the paper every day, so I only have the Sunday paper delivered.
Why only the Sunday paper?
Because the Sunday paper has a summary of the week's news stories, as well as extra sections about style, health, books, and culture.
I wonder why the Sunday edition is so much longer.
I think it is because people generally have more time to read the newspaper on Sundays, because they don't have to go to work or school.
That makes sense.
Do you read the paper every day?
Every morning. I can't live without my morning paper. I read it while having breakfast and drinking my coffee.
I don't think most people have time to read the newspaper cover to cover every day.
I think I am an exception too. I believe most people just skim the paper as they eat their meals or commute to work on public transportation.
You're probably right. I see lots of people on buses and subways.
Even skimming the newspaper is a good way to keep up with current events.
I think I'll stick to just my Sunday paper.
How come?
I know myself. Even if I could afford the paper every day, I wouldn't read it. I just don't have the time on the weekdays to even skim, so the paper would just go to waste. Dialogue 2.
Hey Ben, want to know what I just did?
What?
I just subscribed to Time magazine.
For how long?
Just for 6 months.
Why not for the whole year?
Because I may be moving and I didn't want to go through the hassle of changing my address on my subscription. I figured it would just be easier to get another subscription at my new place.
It's not that much trouble to change the address on your subscription. You just write to the magazine and tell them your new address. They usually deliver it to your new place fairly quickly.
Well, I also want to see if it's worth the money I'm paying.
What do you mean?
There's a possibility that I won't read all the magazines.
How many times does it come out?
It comes out weekly.
Don't you think that you could read a magazine every week?
Maybe, maybe not.
Personally, I really don't like Time.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it's too liberal. It's very biased.
That's just because you are very conservative. I think Time does a good job of impartial reporting.
I guess that's where we disagree.
What do you prefer?
I like the National Review.
I guess you really like their conservative viewpoint.
I just agree with much of what they write about. Dialogue 3. Hi, Connie.
Hey, James.
Why are you here at the newsstand?
I'm just here picking up my favorite magazine,
Which one?
Elle.
What's it about?
It's a fashion magazine. It has lots of articles about clothes and makeup.
I guess that's why I'm not familiar with it. I'm not really interested in those kinds of things.
What are you buying?
I'm getting Sports Illustrated.
I guess that's about sports.
That's right.
Is it about any one particular sport?
No, all kinds.
I'm not a big sports fan.
I suppose that's why they make so many different kinds of magazines, because people have such different preferences.
They do make magazines for every kind of interest.
Look, there is even one about knitting.
And over there is one about dolls.
You can find a magazine no matter what your interest or hobby. Music and concerts. Dialogue 1.
Hey, funny running into you here.
Yes, it's quite a coincidence.
Why are you at the mall?
I'm going to the music store.
Mind if I join you? I need to pick up some CDs.
Sure, I'd like the company.
Why are you going to the music store?
I'm having a party, and I need some dance music.
Don't you have any?
Not really. I'm not a real fan of dance music.
What kind of music do you like?
I really like R&B.
Me too.
What CDs are you planning to buy?
My favorite singer has just released a new album. I've been waiting a long time for this.
How long?
For almost a year. She hasn't released anything new in almost 3 years. I heard about this album about a year ago in a newspaper article.
I guess you've been very impatient.
I have. I hope they don't sell out before I get there.
Do you think they might?
This singer is very popular, and many of her fans have been waiting for a new album.
We'd better hurry up then. Dialogue 2.
Have you gotten tickets to the concert you were telling me about?
Not yet.
Why not? I thought you were going to buy them last week.
I tried, but all the ways I've tried to get tickets have failed.
What have you tried?
First, I tried to get tickets from the box office.
That didn't work out?
No, I got to the place where they were selling tickets as soon as they went on sale. But do you know what I found?
I can't guess.
There were already hundreds of people in line. Some had come the night before and camped out in front of the ticket office to get a good place in line.
Really? So what did you do when you saw all those people?
I was forced to leave before I could get tickets. I had to go to work, so I couldn't wait for hours.
So what else have you tried to do to get tickets?
Then I tried to buy them over the internet.
You can buy concert tickets over the internet?
Yes. If you give them your credit card number, they charge your account the price of the ticket plus shipping and handling. Then they mail you the tickets.
Why couldn't you get them online?
Because they were all sold out.
I guess you won't be able to go then.
I still have one more shot.
What's that?
I have a cousin who got some complimentary tickets because she works for the company that produces this band's records.
How many tickets did she get?
4. She also got backstage passes.
Backstage passes?
They allow people to go see and talk to the band after the concert. It gets you into restricted areas.
Will she take you?
Maybe if I'm very nice to her. Dialogue 3. Excuse me, miss. Do you think you could help me?
I'd be happy to. What can I help you with today?
I'm looking for an album, but I'm afraid I cannot recall the name.
Do you know the singer or band's name?
I'm sorry, but no.
How about the album title?
I have to say no to that, too.
Okay. Let's start with a description of the artist. Is it one singer or a group?
It's a group, all guys.
That's a start. What kind of music do they play?
They are a pop music group.
That's good. I'll show you where our section is on popular music.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
This is our pop section. The albums are arranged alphabetically by the artist's name.
I think I remember the group's name starting with the letter R.
Let's have a look.
Oh, there it is. I can't believe you helped me find it so quickly.
That's why I'm here. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Actually, could you show me where your jazz section is?
In the back of the store on the right. I'll show you.
Thank you.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm hoping you could recommend something. My friend's birthday is coming up, and he's a big jazz fan. Unfortunately, I don't know much about jazz and have no idea what to buy for him.
I would recommend this album. It's one of my personal favorites.
Very good. I'll take it.
Why don't you come to the counter and I can ring up your purchases?
Dating. Dialogue 1.
Dad, can I ask you a question?
Sure, honey.
Can I go out on a date?
I'm not sure you're old enough.
Please, Dad. I promise to be responsible.
I don't think you're ready.
I'll follow any rules you want.
All right, but let's go over the rules now.
Great!
Don't get too excited. You haven't heard my conditions yet.
What are they?
First, where are you two going?
We're going to the movies.
That should be okay. Second, be home by 10 o'clock p.m.
But that's so early.
You're only 14 years old.
How about 10:30 p.m.? The movie won't even be over until 10 p.m.
Fine, but not 1 minute later. Next, I want to know how you will be getting there and back.
His older brother is driving us.
How old is he?
He's 17.
I'd prefer if either his parents or I took you.
Okay.
Lastly, I want to meet him before you go out together.
Can you talk to him when he comes to pick me up?
I guess that will be acceptable.
Dad, you're so old-fashioned.
Dialogue 2.
I'm really glad you asked me out.
I'm glad you accepted.
I'm having a really good time.
Me too, but I'm a little nervous since this is our first date.
Same here.
Why don't we get something to eat?
Oh, that's fine with me.
What kind of food do you like?
How about Italian? I love spaghetti and meatballs.
I had that for lunch. Could we try something else?
Not a problem. What do you suggest?
Do you like Mexican food? I know a place that serves great tacos.
I don't really care for Mexican food. It's too spicy.
How do you feel about Chinese food?
I think it's great.
I know a restaurant that serves really good Chinese food. The owners are from China, so the food is authentic. After the meal.
That was delicious.
Let's get going. The dance will start soon.
Why don't you let me pay since you bought the dance tickets?
I wouldn't dream of it.
At least let's go Dutch.
I couldn't possibly let you pay.
That's very kind of you.
Dialogue 3. Hi, Lily.
Hello, Kevin.
I'm really glad I ran into you.
Is that so? Why?
I've been trying to get up the courage to ask you a question.
There's no need to be shy. We've known each other for a long time.
I was wondering if you had a date to the party next week.
No, nobody's asked me yet.
You haven't asked anyone yourself?
No. Even though many girls ask guys, it's just not my style.
Well, since you don't have a date, would you like to go with me?
I'd love to.
Great.
We could meet at the party since my house is so out of the way.
Absolutely not. I insist on coming to pick you up. That's the only gentlemanly thing to do.
That's very kind of you.
Is 7 p.m. okay?
That works. If you want to come earlier, we could go out to dinner or I could cook us something.
I would love to try your cooking.
You haven't tasted my cooking yet. You might regret your words.
I'm sure that you're an excellent cook.
Why don't you reserve your judgment until you try my cooking?
Will 5:30 p.m. be okay to come by for dinner?
Yes, I'll see you then.